All right, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, this is gonna be um a good one. This is called Chat Room Wars in general. I just got back from Kuda stream. I know it's not an open panel. Um, let's see what we're working with. We're going to I'll put this on nonprofit. Hold on, because let me look at something right quick. Let's see who's in the chat. I already got two likes. What's going on, Tom Malone? Yeah, it's gonna be a good topic. Um, what I'm seeing lately, it's a bunch of bullshit I've seen last year and it's spewed out this year. The reason I'm doing this subject is it's in general. There's a lot of chat room battles on live streams I've seen. Yes, certain individuals. I think it all started when I first started joining them on BGS. I'm gonna tell a little bit about myself. I was probably cool with certain individuals, topics, and things like that. But then when I discovered you got a lot of people talking about different things. But the thing is, what I've learned is, you can't take them seriously. People, what the host said, don't look at the chat, and that's their thing. But what's going on, American Negro? Salute. Um, you have individuals go crazy over the chats and things like that, and I'm talking about specifically individuals and they just go crazy. But what I've noticed over last year, it's getting worse and worse this year. What I'm seeing now, because a lot of people they just want to just be seen and be heard and be talking. But what's going on, man? Yeah, yeah. It's gone third ward. Yeah, it's cool. To me, I have no issue with it. My issue is it's a double standard. When certain individuals get upset, um, when we expose them for what they do, and you got dudes that be going there telling the main content creator we have problems with, it becomes a real problem. It's alarming, man. Like what I don't understand is like why. It's like a double standard when I see that when people have a problem with the chat. Well, it's the audience. I mean, if you're talking about extreme topics or mild or whatever, there's always going to be an issue. You got individuals talking about the same things over and over again, and it gets crazy. But what I don't understand is like, dude, people gonna say what the hell they want in chats. Now, I get it from I think Kuda's chats, I would say anybody's chats, right? But you got a lot of these weirdos that don't make content and they talk the most shit to you. Now, me, I can't stand it. I just laugh at them. I don't take them seriously. But these dudes, man, they're so blinded and misguided, man. Like, there's battles I had with dudes in chat rooms. I won't say specifically Game Changers chat. And I went at it with a few people. I think I went at it with Marco a few times about the traveling. I mean, we cool, it ain't no issue. But when it comes to others that don't have a say and then want to take someone else's talking points, they're the real weirdos, man. And it's sad, man. Yeah, only incels in the space and tricks call other niggas. Yeah, that's the shit that I don't like. And I mean, where did we went that wrong? That's why the reason why I make this live stream. My observation is it's so sad that you have a double standard of this shit. It's ridiculous. I mean, a lot of people trying to say it's both sides. Well, technically, it can be both sides, but it's really one side doing the most. What I've seen last year, it's sickening, man. It's disgusting. Like, I don't get the bullshit that people be riding for their leaders and stuff. Now, I understand I'm guilty of some things of that, in the past, but what I've learned, a lot of these dudes ain't really about that, man. They're not really about that. And then they want to talk shit to you in the chat. Like I give you an example by Art of New Styles recently. Why I was inspired to do this live stream. It's a prime example that they be sneak stoking. If you hate a person that bad, why the hell you watching them? I mean, that's not a fan. You just want to pester somebody just to troll. That's to me, that's trolling. Trolling comes in many forms. Is how you do it. We troll to expose. Now you got some people troll for different reasons, to just to go at it and just come at your head. But what I've learned over last year and this year, it ain't got better, but it's understandable because you got people who have different cliques and groups, what who they want to side on. But what I've learned is I try not to get upset about it. You know, that's the beauty of it. If you don't get upset about it, it becomes a real deal. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people try you on things, but what you realize is they don't do anything about it. You know, it's just like where I learned about chat room rules. I mean, I get under people's skin. It's the certain people I get under the skin, and then the people that's scared to do it, they fake as hell and they use the super chat or cash chat to get under their skin. But it's real crazy. But to me, I don't get mad. They know who they are and they know what they're saying. But I'm not talking about you guys in the chat. I'm talking about certain individuals I be seeing in different parts of spaces and other areas of the sphere. And it's so fucking sad that these dudes will side individuals that threaten someone's life online, which is ridiculous, man. I mean, he ain't the only one. It's a lot of them like that. It's like, wow, really. And that just showed you. But what I saw that old stream, shouts out to Kuda with that old stream. I call it the master teacher, the first one master teacher's afterflow. Those same dudes was cool with him, right? They had a good old time breaking down that afterflow stream. What I've noticed, Ed got emotional about the girl, Janae. Oh, what's going on, Red? Salute. But I'm just saying, like, you know, when I saw that old stream, man, it's very telling. Them dudes used to be cool. But the sad part about it is like how they flip like that all this year. But what I've noticed, I'm not even angry about it because that's what they here for. And it's real sad that they think like that, you know. But I'm not even mad because I think those dudes that don't even like me now that I was cool with when I was over there, they bunch of suckers to me now. They didn't want to ask weird questions. I'm like, dude, stop it, bro. It's not that fucking serious. Like if you're gonna say something, just say it. If you don't like what I'm saying, just get lost, bro. Like I'm not here for the bullshit. But yeah, man. And I said it was an instant classic. Yeah, it was instant classic, and that's a 10-hour stream. What I like about it, man, is it's very telling. But that Janae girl, Amori, she's a fucking she can she can she can I'm gonna say it like this. She's a fucking fool. She talks so much bullshit, and I think Donovan and her went at it. So tell us say it from their chest. Yeah, I tell them say it to their chest all the time, but they ain't gonna do it. Renaissance, they foolish. But what I learned from that stream from her, man, Jessica tore their asses up. That's a classic stream too. And I remember when Jessica X came to sing, they used that stream, but that one master teacher, he's weak. And me personally, I don't even like dude like that. But Kuda broke him all the way down. I think a Zero went at it, and they just went crazy. So when I look at the whole chat room, I think Angry Man was there. Ed was there. There was a lot of people there. But you know what's so funny though? The ones that stayed, it was Anger Man and a few people that could have chat. I'm seeing now they're consistent on his side, but the other side of those people left, and I've noticed that. And it's so weird if you look at that stream and his recent old streams I done seen. You see, there's new people came on his side. I mean, it's cool as winning, man. Like in these chat rooms, they change over time. What I've learned to notice, people have their little wars to get people under their skin. But I don't mind being in the chat. I think I don't mind laying the cut. Now, being on panels is another story. That's a whole nother topic of itself. I think panels is more addictive. It can be redundant, but it can kill your creativity. I'm gonna mention that this weekend. Talk about how to maintain content. You don't want to be a panelist. That can kill you. That can kill you in a heartbeat. I ain't gonna expose all the secrets what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna say that's not how you do it. I might have to put it on my Chromebook for that stream. I might have to do that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. My results, how to get pre-records and numbers, and it's not fun. I might have to show you my analytics and shit like that. Lifetime. So I'm going to go in. So Yeah, he's gone by her. And that's it. Okay, you could post. Okay, can you post a link? Okay. Oh, let's go on China. Salute. But I'm just saying like this. I mean, last year I had my fun. I had my fun. Um, I'm not even worried about what's going on. I'm just saying, like, look, I have no issue of people, what I've learned from chats, people I was cool with. I have no problems, man. Like, I think the whole thing is what I'm talking about is you get in spats with people, you learn, and you try not to take it personal. Because one thing, it is the internet. It's one of those intense times when people talk about real topics. It could be things like that, but the relationships can be very serious and then chaotic. But what I've learned is I don't get upset over it, and I understand that people have a certain style, and I'm learning. Even when I'm looking at Kuda's old streams, because one of them streams, he just let them talk. He just like, all right, I'm gonna be back to do something. Y'all go have at it. And it's like a pattern of his where I've noticed he does drop gems in between. Now he never played a lot of music. What I see from his content now, he plays a lot of DJ and music. He done got better with it because his previous content he did play it, but he kind of cut it all and let people talk. Depends on what streams he had. Now he had streams that were deleted or saved, whatever. He had it in different spurts. But what I've noticed, he keeps it right on point. But everybody's chats is different. I think when I was over there, everybody had their little old streams. I've seen some replays of theirs. But when I started this year, man, I didn't think how easy it was until it gets a little harder. But what I've learned is I don't get upset over it. And I start learning that, you can draw attention. I think I still have my old content. Shout out to Ty City for looking at my old Morris fields. Salute for him for last night. And I was in there. I was drained though. He's a good dude. Subscribe to the Lightosphere if y'all can. Um, yeah, man, chats. I was big in those last year, and then I was a panelist dealing with the brain trust, talking about sapiosexualism and stuff like that. I don't even talk about that stuff no more. I got like 2 streams on that, and I'm done with it. And I think I did it with oh boy, and that's it. So and it is cool, and it's cool, And I think the times is it's like you look at what it is about. Like I think on the panel, I never pay attention to chat when we talk about real topics or people coming at me, whatever. Even in, I think this year I did good on that. But when I actually start making content again, appreciate you, China. Salute for you for that. All right. And I'm just saying, man, that's a hell of an experience. I mean, the chat people can be reckless, but you gotta understand, you kind of laugh at it deep down because I don't like cussing people out in the chat because that's one thing I don't do on panels. And I've noticed how I look at my playbacks. They always try it. I just joke with them. But you got the hypocrisy on both sides. They'll go over there, stir up strife. I know what starts it too. Sometimes it starts with jokes. Them jokes can be intense. You can talk about jokes for hours. Hell, I would say like this, 6 hours in a live stream. If you're on a panel when someone talks about you, then they want to go in. Yeah, I know you don't do panels anymore. I know you've been in a lot of conflict, but most people don't. Um, Panels is addicting, and I may talk about that this weekend about how to sustain your content. If you want to do pre-records, great. Get you some camera gear, whatever, or a nice computer that has a camera. There's plenty of ways to get around, or use your phone and balance it out. And self live stream is where it's at to me. I think I get a lot of views on self live stream. I'm gonna still do that. I'm gonna still do that. And she said, "Women like fight me." Yeah, they do, man. It's addicting. I've noticed that in these spaces too. That's never been done before. See, over in 1.0 era, that wouldn't have been existing. They would have teamed up, even though they fought on the low. But these type of formats, oh man, they selling these formats. I'm starting learning from what Zero said in that interview, but it's not going to get any better because I think people are going to still talk about the same redundant stuff. I think Kuda mentioned that in his stream. What he said, well, if you know, he said, what? You know, yeah. And he shot me on in the stream. Salute for him for that. So yeah, man, he's probably on his phone and not open up the panel, which is cool. And I think he needs a break. And I think he's out of the studio. So I decided to do this live stream. It was scheduled. Okay, I've been sub, but I make sure to look out when you go live. Yeah, I got one this weekend. It's going to talk about how to sustain your content. Try not to get into the redundant stuff because sometimes people get lost. They tend to fall off. You know, I'm talking about longevity in this. If you want to do this as a hobby for long term, because I've been doing this for years. I've seen people come and go, no matter what sectors, black sectors, manosphere sectors. I've seen it all, man. People just come and went, and it's sad that it's getting worse and worse. But yeah, man, I'm not even tripping. I'm not even tripping. But you know, the thing is about me, I'm just on fire. I mean, I got my subscribers up. That's cool, but you know, I'm not even tripping at this point. And the chat room wars, it's just it's inevitable. And I think people just gonna come in and just do their thing. And yeah, I saw a clip with the closer off $1 million worth of game. It had to do with money, and it's a good example of us not, you know, getting our stuff straight and talk about the loyalty thing. And that's another reason I'm looking at this as well. And sometimes people just fall off and then they go against each other at strife. But it's big business, man. You know, they do what they do. And what I learned about chats, I just act crazy. Yeah, I be saying some crazy stuff. I mean, in the chat, it's different. You don't know what I'm going to be saying. Some of it's just trolling. Some of it's just I'm just playing a little bit. But on panels, it's a different story. You know, I'm different on the panel, but I come with the same energy though, and just keep it to me. You know. But when I do as a host, it's a little different. I come with a different angle. So yeah, I know what to say to them because everybody uses the same jokes all the time. But yeah, I mean, Platinum was crazy. I think I was in the chat just chilled, and I think I wrote something crazy in there. But you know, it was one of those topics he likes to throw at people, and which is kind of funny to me. He has a session with plus size women. You know, I noticed that. You know, but hey, that's the norm of in these spaces. They try to front that they don't, but I see it now. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay, the main niggas in this space who try to talk that intellectual productive shit would be the main ones acting like the pookies, and they claim to hate and talk bad about them dudes are part of the yeah, they're the main ones. And the reason they're the main ones is so much hypocrisy. And they got chat rooms that be saying, oh, he's highly finished, he's done, and I've seen it all, man. It's a lot of bias. And then they hate on you for siding with one individual that's a little different and well balanced, and he has a music background, which is ridiculous to me. Why be for guys that talks about something different? Even though, yeah, he may talk a little game there. And then we had a stream. He had a recent stream. He said he don't talk about this outside off the internet. And him saying that to me lets me know, all right, he's using that as a buffer for online. I get it. I get it. Now I understand what Kuda's doing and everybody else doing, but everybody else, they in their own lane. So they reaching, man. I don't trip off of this stuff, man, because sometimes people take this stuff too far. Like the reason I'm looking at his old streams, he had some good bills, man. I said, where was I last year? And I was focused on damn election with Biden and Trump, which is ridiculous. What Third Ward is saying, y'all, it sounds great until they flip on you. You know, if you don't agree with them, it's the same shit I've seen all the time. Yeah, he's a cool dude. That's one of the reasons I subscribe to him because he's got some good content for me. to look at. You know, there's a plenty more, and see how he structured his little streams. And he had some streams just let him have it, just let him build. So all those dudes came under him, but he had the decent equipment. So he said the same thing on Stream Team. And then now it's more like, okay, everybody's spread out now. You know, you got Tasi doing his thing, Kuda's doing his thing, everybody else is doing their thing, and everybody's doing content, which is great. And I think Kuda inspired him to do content. I think he inspired him. I don't think he made him. He inspired him to do content, because you look at those streams, he told them to do it. If they have these long, drawn out, I'll say long sermons on his panels, and they just, you know, if they talk so long, that's content. Me, I was somewhat like that, but here's the thing: I didn't get to talk as much last year because I was focused on what my channel is going to be. Yes, I came from the pre-record era. I came from the era when you had to do shit and get views, and that was it. It was substance for me because I had to talk about something that I knew, did research on, and see. And I'm just like, hey, I got to be me. But that's my content, and I stick with the things that I know, and then research, and then just get into it, and then observe topics. This one's just something in the mind from last year, because last year I was learning a lot about this format, because I thought about Zoom and StreamYard. I said StreamYard is pretty simple. Everybody can use everything they want. But what I learned about Zoom is that's a Windows thing, and they have like all the buttons and stuff. And I think I did it on the Chromebook when I was on Aegon stream. I was talking. I think we talked about it for hours, and that lasted for a couple hours. Then I hopped off, and I'll never forget. That was a good experience. I'm glad I got it on here. I can't wait when News starts streaming and he gets a workaround, and I'll join his little thing. He's got my email and everything, but we're gonna be good. But me, I'm sticking with StreamYards. I know there's other ways to stream too. I think Streamlabs and Melon, but we'll see. That's something I would invest in the future. But you know, for right now, I'm sticking with this what I got now. But the self live stream is for me. That's the thing I stick with, because I think that's the perfect way to get used to it. So you know, niggas who are baby daddies that cry and complain about being on child support because they don't have enough intelligence and discernment to know the woman that they were getting pregnant called me a simp. Yeah, exactly, man. It's so much hypocrisy. That's always been like that since the 1.0 days. You guys, some of them were like that. It wasn't many, it was a handful. But what I've noticed, man, in these newer spaces, it's like a pandemic of them. Like, it's sad, and you can hear them in panels crying, bitching, complaining, and then when someone trolls in the chat and joke on them, like the chat room, in the chat room, no matter who it is, throws a troll shot joke at them, then they get triggered. I'm gonna come see you, I'm gonna kill you, and all this other stuff. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious, man. And then start whining. But you know, American Eagles thinking about it. Yeah, man, it's a lot of them. Hell, you see it over at Platts. And he calls them what, thirsty and stuff? What's going on, man? What's going on, Sheep? A DS1. Salute. But man, it's just like them chat rooms is no joke. You know, they get under people's skins because see, when you put your business out online like that, you're just an easy target. And I think back in Kuda stream I'm just talking about recently, the one Master Teacher is a great example. His chat room was decent. It wasn't barbaric. I mean, you got some dudes going in on the topic. That's what they supposed to do. But now, I would say from last year and this time it's just crazy. What's going on, man? Salute. But yeah, man, it's just like I see it, man. I see it. And they get upset when you say something right, and it's simple stuff. Like, you can't really get mad at what's going on now. Like, I've seen a whole lot of shit. And that's just what it is, man. Like, you look at it and not even trip. But the thing is about me, I just like, look, if I chat with the people that I know. And I think what I did last year, I dapped niggas up. I was just sprawling around, just dancing. Just do. I say, hey, what's up? What's up? Then agreeing with niggas. I used to do that. And boy, I said some real shit every now and then. I drop a little gem or two in the chat. I do that a lot over at Roger Report. But them niggas be straight whining over there. I agree with her. What they be straight whining. We know the ones we have problems with be straight whining, even in the chat rooms. You could hear it on panels complaining. Let's attack everybody if you don't agree with me and all this type of shit. But when I look at Kuda's old stream, I said, damn, where was I at last year? Because he was saying some shit. It's the same stuff, but he was saying something totally different and then add little gems there and there because everybody had different points. But that last year was something else. That pandemic wasn't no joke. And that's just what I saw. But you got to deal with it. I think people just want to be seen right now. And that's just the thing. But what I've noticed, man, I'm not even tripping. I'm not even tripping. And the thing is, I'm just like, look here. We got to see for what it is. But, you know, yeah, I know he's streaming right now and people acting crazy. But, you know, I'm not even worried about that now. I'm focused on my stream and I'm just like, look here. If anybody has a problem with you, or should I say in the chat, just don't look at them because people gonna say what they want because they go tell and stir up strife. And I know the game. I see this all the time. What's going on, Sir Anthony? Salute. And yeah, man, it's just like I see it all the time. They get mad over little itty bitty shit. It could be, I mean, politics is one thing. I know about the conservative thing. Might have to do a stream on that because these dudes don't know what properly conservatism is. To me, I think it's dead. I might have to do some research on it. Is it dead? And I'm gonna find some links on it in society, you know, politics in general. Because I don't think as a people we should be talking about that. I agree with Kudo on that. But the problem is we just act crazy, man. But yeah, man. Dudes just mad because the same hood dudes and pookies they criticize, complain about are digging their daughters and breaking their backs. Yeah, so true. And it's hypocrisy. You can see it on both sides, but mainly you see it on the ones obviously complaining. They do this on purpose. I don't get that. Like, when did we resort to that? I see it, but people's doing their thing. But you know, but the chat room wars, yeah, people get it in each other's heads. When we start getting on the panels, we really try to get the best of them. But the thing is, they try to make you sweat. That's what trolling is. That's soft trolling in a low level. But when it comes to high trolling on the panel, like I never seen people super chat troll, cash app trolling. I've seen that, and people getting upset. And it could be these channels that's semi big, but then they get crazy with it. But one thing I could say is, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you know, chats, they're intense. So I can say what's going on. But you know, I look at it like this. I have my regulars here, like Rashawn, whatever, on panels. I had some heavy hitters. I think I had DS1, I had Ty City. Hell, I had I'll say Gold P is like a heavy hitter winning views. But you know, and that stream I did in outside in my backyard, man, that was a hell of a stream. I just randomly threw that up. But you know, I'll do more of those. I mean, I'm seeing it now. I just had 10 out the box. That's great. Just to start. Yeah, they are vicious, and I've noticed that. And even when I was on panels, I learned a lot to understand it now. I used to be nice and cool with everyone, so I thought until I found out dudes was talking greasy about me behind my back. Now I don't give a fuck anymore. Anyone can get roasted and get the smoke. Exactly. I'm the same way. I try not to talk shit either. But dudes like to talk shit, and then they do it when you're in the chat. But I'm glad to say something back to old boy, man, over at Mills, man. I shut him up. I shut him up. And that's the thing, man. You try not to get angry about it, because the thing is, I laugh at these dudes. I sleep good at night. I don't even worry, because these dudes ain't gonna do much. They just want to live off the internet, man. See, me, I move around. I try to, you know, I observe. and just keep my thing going and say, hey, this is a topic I just want to throw out here. It's in general, you know. I'm gonna say in general. Because I was gonna air out some dudes that like to run and tell when someone has a problem with somebody. But you know, it's the internet. And what I've learned, man, I just say, I just like say, wow. And they go crazy with it. And they'll say ridiculous shit too, man. And I try not to get into it, you know, because I know where their hearts are. But you know, I mean, Kuda's got some few crazies, but he ain't got a lot. I've noticed it's balance with men and women, but it's the music. I think me and New talk about this. He said, why they go to the channel? It's the music, bruh. I know he's a DJ. And he used to rap. That's the music. That's what draw them in. What he told me, he said, women show me the most support. I said, Kuda, you know why they show you the most support? You're like a musician, and a lot of people are jealous of you. You got talent, and your talent is you can do it for like 4 hours straight, nonstop without open a panel. And I try to tell you, you stay consistent, you're gonna be all right, man. That's just the thing that I've noticed. I don't even trip off of it, but you know, and that's just how it is. But you know, and that's just it. But you know, and yeah, man. I see how these chat rooms operate. But you know, there's a lot of wars, a lot of battles that we don't win at. I mean, BGS had the most notorious, but what I've learned is I try not to be upset about it. But you know what I mean? It's just you do what you got to do. So yeah, man. And I not try to get upset over it. So you know how it goes. But yeah. Battles and wars. I want to see what's going on in here for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, let me check something out. Let me check something out. I know I'm up here and just airing out my grievances about the chats and that crazy. You know, you got people around. They'll say some wild stuff to you every now and then, but you know, even if I'm controlling the chat, I'm all good over here. 29 views already. Damn. I'm doing it. Yeah. That's it is. You always speak well of DJ Q. I'm going to make my way over there one of these days. Well, he's a good dude. He's very genuine. I have no issues with him, but he's very consistent with his content. I know he deals with a little entertainment. He has a mix of gems. I try to give him a chance. See, last year I didn't know who he was, man. I gave him highly respect. And the thing about it is, I learned about his content. See, I didn't know who he was last year. I heard the name, but they used to big him up. It went from, yeah, he's the best. He does this, he does that. And they said, shout him out. And then they turn around and said, man, fuck this nigga. He's this and da 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 da. And then I experienced that this year. That split in March was something else. But that February incident over zeros, man, my God, man. And I would say the quadruple team, because it was three guys that was against him. It was, I think, Laurel, Platinum, and Kuda was against those guys. That stream was very telling how I looked at it. At the time, I was just trolling. I was minding my business, you know, in the chat. You know, chat was litty over there. But then I realized I didn't know the backstory of the conflict. And then I saw Don Gordillo took a clip, but I was at that 16-hour stream. That was a 16-hour stream because YouTube caps it off at what, 11 hours and 50 something 50 something minutes and a couple of seconds. They cap it off, right? But boy, it went over 16 hours. Yeah, it was about microphones and stuff like that. Yeah, they didn't want to get the proper equipment. I'm thinking about getting I'm thinking about getting a quadcast I saw last night. I saw something that I like. I'm gonna put that on for my Chromebook so I can sound better. I'm just using my headsets. So I'm focusing on that. So yeah, man. I've been focused on what I'm trying to do on this content right here. Um, try to do a little upgrade myself. You know what I'm saying? Because next year I'll get the proper stuff. Because this year I'm just trying to learn from it and be consistent with it. Because you got to these days. And I think when you get into the topics like these, you understand what's going on. Yeah, 16 hours. I was over his stream. That was this year in February, because when I'm still subscribed to him though. But I'll never forget. And that's that incident when it happened. And then March came, March 2nd, when I met Kuda. He saw me in the chat. If y'all watch that video with the get the bag stream, I would say he saw me in the chat room. He thought I was an audience member. I said, no, I was a content creator too. I wasn't just an audience member. I was trying to get back into it. See, I did pre-records when I came back in January when I was over there. But see, this is the first time. Now, his channel came into my feed in recommendations. I found his stuff and he was streaming. I didn't know what the hell was a third shift. I was scratching my head what that was. And then I realized what it was. I was like, oh, okay, it's like a little radio station. And that's what they do. But I had to check out his content. And I think I'll tell you this, and I instantly subscribed. I like some of his stuff, and I was going to check it out. And I was checking out his content. I said, man, he talks about gear, not just microphones. He talks about cameras and stuff. He talks about actual gear, but he puts it in a way that you can get it. You know, some people are hands-on. So he actually shows you tech, how to use it and things like that. And he helped a lot of people. He inspired them to do channels. But that's what the thing is. I think a lot of people are going to support and do whatever. So, you know, like for me, I'm just talking about the bare minimum of it. So you got people talking about him that much. But what I understand was he's been consistent with his content. So yeah, man, I've seen a lot. And the chat room wars is crazy. So yeah, man, I have no problems. I know people like a lot of drama and things like that in that nature. So you know how it goes. But let me tell you something. Yep. He had it for 16 hours, but I expected it. But you got individuals that want to be seen a lot. So you know how it goes. But you know, and that's what you get into. And then another thing is I learned a lot. But you know, at that time, you know, I kind of backed off on that trolling. Because when I started trolling like I used to back in the years ago, conflicts, Sir Anthony, I would say like you know, not just beefs, but you know, getting into arguments and debates in the chat room. You know, for example, I give you like the politics. It could be anything. I give you example like the Roger Reports chat rooms. I can go on and on. I've seen so many, even Art of New Styles. I've been in ones with Platinum a few times, Antes, Black Brain Trust. I can go on and on, in Kuda's chats as well. And I've seen other people do it. And then it resorts to troll. And then Ramils, I forgot about Ramils. It's a combination of everybody. But what I'm saying is the norm when shit pops off, they go run and tell the individual, don't be cool with this dude and that dude. And, you know, like that's how the clicking up shit starts from the chat room. It all starts in the chat room. Then it all starts everywhere else. So that's where all the beefs come from, which is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, they are. But Kuda, you don't see that. It's more structured. I mean, yes, it's litty in the panels, but don't be fooled by that. Because a lot of dudes just want to be seen. And it's sad that they love this shit and they get addicted. So what you got right now is people clicking up like crazy. But I get it. I get it. You know, that's part of this format. And you can't get mad about it because that's part of the routine that people go through. But I understand. You know, I'm addressing the issues that other individuals. Yeah, that too. It is. It's a combination of that and a lot of stuff. And a lot of times they're programmed to think like that, Sir Anthony. They just over there just be tripping. It could be a simple disagreement. I think Wacky said this on his stream about people on panels and stuff, but Wacky don't understand that this is the norm though. Because ever since these formats came about, it gives them leeway to say, "Oh, I know something." Yeah, I roll solo dolo now. I used to back in the old 1.0 days. But you know what I mean? I try not to group up with these guys anyway. Yeah, sorry about that. I hit the button by accident. But you know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, man. Cause I think you try to be cool with everybody, but sometimes people just come at you sideways. But that's what I learned, man. I try to roll solo, and I am now, because you got a lot of dudes be on this fake stuff, man. Like that brotherhood stuff. I learned that from 2012. I'm gonna go back to that, the old me, because the old me wasn't gonna take that nonsense. But you know, y'all who you are. But what I've noticed is I don't trip over it now, and I see it, and people get frustrated what you do and things like that nature, and I'm just like, okay, and you get in emotion, and that's just how it is. But yeah, but the thing is about me, I don't even trip off of it anymore. It's finals game night. Okay. Yeah. These NBA finals is great. I mean, the Suns up 1-0. We'll see what happens. But yeah, these chat room wars, man. I think people are so tired of the chat room. And I know people use the members only. I know people use a lot of stuff. They disable the chat, which is kind of cool. You know, you can do a lot. Um, yeah, these formats is crazy. But what I've noticed is not reacting to it. You know, even in debates. But man, Teapot had the crazy stuff. But he has a bot to control that. I don't need a bot. What's the point? People gonna find other ways to just troll you. You know, trolling comes with this. What I mean by these chat room wars, a lot of trolls are gonna do what they're gonna do. Well, the direction of the manosphere is not really going anywhere. I mean, it is a bad direction, but you got to blame the people that's leading it, and it's done, man. Like they're falling apart. It's the individuals that create content. It's a combination of the trolls, and it's usually the audience that want that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I'm basically talking about the audience in general. They can be a little biased, and when they get exposed, they ain't built to hit the link. That's why I don't take these dudes seriously in the chat. They're a joke to me. They come and go and disappear. No, they're gonna disappear. They're nothing. They ain't got no substance. Internet beasts are useless because our masculinity is digital. Yeah, and guys don't seem to grasp that. Exactly. I agree with that statement you just said. It is very useless. That's why, Sir Anthony, you have to laugh at these dudes for a long time. It took me a whole year last year to realize why they attack guys that they don't like, especially on panels. I'm going to talk about that too. Why is it useless? It's very useless. And then I realized I got in a so-called, I would say so-called internet beef. Technically, it's not a beef. It's just a little disagreement. We just ain't gonna like each other, and we be cool. And they do this weird shit on you. I cut them dudes off. I said, all right, fine. We just ain't gonna talk. I'm not gonna let you get leeway of you trying to run your mouth and then act like everything's cool. But they so fake on here, man. And they probably fake in real life. Just have that same energy in person, which they ain't going to. I just don't like the bullshit, man, that they be doing. Like, dude, you say one thing. See, the double talk is what kills me. That's what starts it. And it's not even the beat. It is useless. That's why I laugh. I don't take these dudes serious. I sleep great at night. I don't have no problems. They intellectually tap out and they lose every time. See, I use words as colorful. I don't use MF and scream, I'm going to hurt you and all that. No, 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 no. I go where it hurts. If I know something about you, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to name flip you to death. I'm going to walk away and keep doing the same shit on other panels and chats. May throw shots here and here, but I'm not going to stop. If you want to play this game, we're playing chess right now. You got to dance with me, you know, 2-step. But these dudes, they love conflict. But you know what it is, sir? I think conflict is king. I've noticed that. Last year was king, this year is king. But they hate one guy's telling them, get your gear up. Or should I say, not just equipment. Equipment's the last thing people are thinking about. It's nothing wrong having equipment. But not everybody's capable of producing good content from equipment. Because I've seen people with great equipment don't have no substance. I've seen people that have bad equipment that have good substance, but the thing is they need to tweak a few things. Now that you can fix, but the majority of the Spear, Doug and Sir Anthony, they love conflict. That's what sells. You know, I did a stream on Purple Paradise. Let me make sure y'all watch that. The Glorious said something very vividly. He said 90% of people love entertainment, but 10%, I'll say 1 to 10% wants the truth. And what I mean by that is that's not good. The direction what Doug is saying and Sir Anthony's saying is very, very accurate. I've been noticing that this whole year. And we're in July 8th, the summer, midsummer, the late summer to the fall. See, we ain't got to the fall yet. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen in the fall. What they're gonna talk about next? Because the summer is gonna be, you know, people's outside and having fun, getting on the beach, traveling like it's no tomorrow. It's all good, man. It's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to have fun and live a little bit. I think Kuda said this. Yeah, he was on that stream, and that was a good stream because I talked about the very things that people deal with. If you have problems, say something. You know, if you have a problem when I said, I mean, confront me on it online or whatever. But I'm not going to go back and forth with people over a small disagreement. I'm just not. And I'm not going to respond and make streams about you or victim streams because people are going to keep doing what they're going to do. And I've noticed one little thing. If you don't respond, let them sweat it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I thought the Division 2.0 was bad, but 3.0 is on another level. Yeah, 3.0 is on another level. Doug, they've been divided. Let me tell you a secret. 2.0 had their success. I think 3.0 was birthed out of BGS. The Black Brain Trust have failed. I'm just going to say it right now. They went against Street Team. I thought it was like one big thing. But you know what I noticed with people? They love the Stream Team more than Black Brain Trust. Well, I've noticed that division, they was all cool. But when I look at this stream with One Master Teacher, they was all cool. But something happened right there after that debate with Fantastic and Kuda. That's where it all started. And that white boy incident, they still have not addressed that, why he came over. Yeah, he came from, this is exactly why I titled the stream. Why do you let someone troll you to death? I don't care if he's white or black and call y'all dumb and stuff. And you accept that. Like, Zero didn't have to save him. Me personally, I don't think he have to save him. I think it was a waste of time to save a group of black men like that was called, you know what, dumb, whatever, and things like that. You shouldn't be worried about that. You know, shouts out to Jay Sean though for sticking up the brothers. And I seen that stream from the Black Dream Trust. They were so mad as hell that you see what's going on. And I'm just saying, man. And when I saw that stream, yeah, they're cool at times. I don't pay attention anymore because of the split and the dumb stuff. They be attacking these dudes that are gurus. I ain't gonna call them gang gurus. I just call them gurus. That's all they are, or gang coaches or life coaches. They're all one and the same to me. What's the point though? Like, I thought y'all was supposed to be productive and talk about um, politics and things like that, but y'all focus on this little shit that we ain't supposed to be focused on. See, that's all designed by a one boy and the females. That's what they love to see. And what I've noticed about that split is bullshit. Like, I look at Kuda's old streams for a reason. They was so focused, topic based, and they get to a point that they're on something. But the thing is, they just they stick with it, and it's so topic based. I noticed that for real. And yeah, but you know, and oh, I'm sorry, I'm moving around. Yeah, yeah, that split happened. Like I told you about over zeros, that's what started it. But it's a bigger split. They had so many splits because they're still mad about who runs 3.0. Stream Team failed because there's a lot of egos. I think Kuda said that on his panel. He got so upset. It was going to be something big. It was about gear and everything. He talked about it on his old stream. He said he talked about the same thing with the microphones and gear. Everybody was using Yetis and produced content like podcasts and alternative media and things like that. It sounded great. But dudes just didn't want to do it. They said, fuck it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing that. And I'm like, all right, you know, and I heard it in a few streams. His old streams, he talked about it. He was consistent. He was right. Now it's falling apart. Now, Black Brain Trust had every information. See, I wasn't aware of them until around this time last year. They was talking about all the stuff was going to happen, the politics, the rioting, should I say, automation and all that. The Sapio shit didn't make sense to me. I had to tell him redo that stream again. And I said, that Sapio shit is not for Industrial Revolution. This is me personally. Because when I did research on it, it's more third industrial. You ask me. It came from a white boy. That white boy created that concept. That's when I figured out something was wrong with that picture. That is not fourth industrial revolution based. I mean, if you want to talk about sexuality, it's already off the rails. At this point, it's so digital now. You can get them on an app or a speed phone number and whatever case that may be. But the thing is about it, you have to produce that. And practicing in this era is kind of crazy at this point. So you see what people is going through, and then you have to make the content for yourself. But what I noticed, they talk about good things. I give them that. But what my issue with them it was, they didn't expound on it. They was too busy worrying about other things. So, and they got focused on the wrong stuff. And then what let them off the rails, and what I noticed about Stream Team, they was focused on actually doing it in the physical, you know, tech. You know, if you get offline and actually produce it and we see it on camera, because tech's everywhere. Tech's when you get off this website right now, everything's gonna be automated. You know, when you go to the stores. If y'all don't know, we got self-checkout lines, and I think the Publix grocery store in the South. You got some in Target, Walmart, all the stores that we all love, but it's gonna be the norm in the future. People better get used to it. If you ain't using self-checkout lines and things like that, That's the future. If you want to get technical, because it's a lot of bullshit that people trying to say, oh, automation is just online. No, it's online, but it's also offline to online. And people don't understand that. That's the real thing. The split is very real. It was split on those issues because these dudes are so far behind and talk about dumb stuff all day and talk about women all day. That's not the whole purpose. You're supposed to talk about what's really going on in your community, how to deal with it. But automation is not really the problem. It's the person that can't deal with automation. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta get past that. Because all that does is create more BS. Because what I don't get is like when people they love to try you, they want to come at you wrong. So me, I'm not even worried. I know it's not even an hour yet, but you know, I'm just gonna keep going in. I think a lot of people supported Brain Trust, but the issue I had with them was the Sapio stuff, and I think the Sapio stuff kind of went left field. And I mean, I know they was doing it for women attention, but they had Manosphere in they thing, and I think people complained about it. And I want to answer Sir Anthony's question. It's crazy, man. Oh, what's going on, man? Salute. Yeah, it does. I mean, what bothered me about him was the Sapio stuff, and I think I was trying to push that, and it went totally left. And I think, you know, when the split between, I would say Hammer was to blame for this young kid, he was thirsty and he was not focused. He should have focused on his schoolwork. And I said something to him in the chat before. I'm like, dude, you can't be arguing with a bunch of feminists and gynocrats all day. That's what 1.0 wasn't really about. You know, we was against it. But what the direction what Doug was saying earlier in the chat, and when I talk about these chat stuff, like people come up with topics, they're not really focused on the real goal, you know. And I look at it as it's sad too. And we can't agree to disagree as men, but you know, but when you're in the internet world, man, with this type of format, yeah. I agree. I'll give them the blockchain. I'll give them all that. It's just the Sapio thing just kind of threw me off. It says fourth industrial, but that's y'all's leader. I mean, he supported it. That's cool. And hey, do your thing. I mean, God bless him. But you know, but I'm not even welcome like that over there now because I was known for that. And I think we talked about watches. We talked about a lot of things. I mean, tech is all around. The issue with people is y'all don't show tech. I think that's where the split happened between Stream Team and Brain Trust. Someone's trying to rule 3.0. Now, they did have a 3.0 concept. I remember seeing Kuda's old stream. He said 3.0, he said, what's your tech game look like? He did say that. I seen that on the One Master Teacher stream, and I think the after stream pull up, third shift pull up. And he said that. A lot of people didn't like when he said that, but he's trying to get them away from them Yetis, and they can't even get the first step. So I've been listening to him lately about what's the problem over here and there. And then Stream Team, they just decided, the other two individuals, they just want to beef all day. The other two individuals create their own spaces. Now, Ty City, on the other hand, I love the Logic Sphere. It reminds me of 1.0 a little bit with the wall silence. That's the closest thing you're going to get. That's his shit. He going to be all right. Kuda deals with the entertainment and music. I know he talks about a little game, but he does talk about taking a lot of things through that. That's how he gets people in, which is smart. You know, that's the most YouTubian way to do that. But what I've noticed, everybody else is not doing it. They talk about the same circular topics about women. It's who you listen to. It's not who you listen to, it's how you listen to it. It's how you digest it. Because I see this outside of space as well. Everybody's talking about the same old drama shit. Because they already put us in the black sector category. So the manosphere will be here. It's just 3.0 to me is finished because everybody done split. So what I said in that stream with what I call it, purple paradise, but what I meant to say is purple pill paradise because they love it. You already got a guy just made $1 million. He's up to the moon. Then you got a female avatar doing damage, right? I call him Bernie Pose, aka Bernard Riley, doing the drama shit, and they try to say he's cleaning up his content. Well, it's too late for now. It's already been damaged because people want the fuck shit. People are gonna try to blame Platinum for stuff. No, Platinum's just entertaining. He ain't got time for that. He ain't here for that. He's got his own little sector. Nobody's worrying about them. But shouts out to them and Ism. They for the entertainment that I enjoy and get my laugh off. But when it comes to the serious stuff, if you want to be practical, you got to do that outside of YouTube and actually produce tech. I mean, y'all talked about it online. That's great under the pandemic. That's smart. But now you got to produce it now because people want to see it now. You got to have time out of the chamber. See, if I was 3.0, do it. See, 1.0, we had a website. I wasn't a part of it, but I remember that website very well. 2.0 was supposed to do what 1.0 did in the physical world with tech, and they failed to do that. And that's why 3.0 kind of was the adjustments. And I like their About Me session. They talk about a lot of things, the cannabis, AI, and all that stuff. Who did tech, produced tech, and AI, others. And that's what you're saying. Yeah, they did. It was a few experts, but they never show them as much. They talked about it, but we're talking about actual, I would say, microphone and gear. Because I'm talking about the actual, producing and helping young boys. I know college is great, but there should be like podcasts and streams about it and talk about actual, technology. I know they was talking about it on panels. That was, if everybody was busy with their livelihoods and stuff like that. And that's understandable. But when we're talking about you're competing with broadcasting, that was hard to do. And I'll admit that because most people can't afford expensive gear, and people look at it a certain way. And I'm gonna say it like this: Black Brain Trust, I thought they was okay until they didn't show the actual stuff, and then the tech stuff. People try to say that stuff is boring, but I get it. I get it. I mean, it's more my speed too. But then they went off the rails. I don't know what happened because everybody's got their livelihoods in order. It's one of those things. You can't force people to show tech. I'm gonna say it like this: you can't force people to show gear. Because what I seen his old streams, he was trying to do that, but I think Kuda, what he made his mistake at. Don't force it on people. If you force it on people, yeah, you have experts. The rest of the experts are good. I did met Paul Jones on the panel. He's a cool dude. He's the only one that had some sense on there. Everybody else was just talking about different things, what they was gonna do. There was no camaraderie on that. But I understand. I understand when people have different time constraints and they have problems with other people on panels, like talk about relationships all day. Well, the trick is nobody's not going to talk about tech in a nice way. I hate to say it. You got to show the gear. The secret is gear. What's going on, New? Salute. You got to show the gear. You got to show the gear. And I think mics is a little overrated for some people. Yeah, they are. But the thing is, it's good to have one to say if you're competing against, let's just say like mainstream. See, we're alternative media, our own little media where we got is StreamYard, Zoom, Melon, and whatever stream you got, right? We're alternative media in a small scale, whether you like it or not. But in the mainstream, they cheat with buttons, right? So I'm not saying, I'll say it like this. Me and Kuda's not saying we don't have to go mainstream. Because mainstream, they cheat with the buttons. That's what we compete against, are robots of people and bot people like fanatics, right? Yeah, they may like the information, but they got to produce that tech side. I'm talking about the actual tech. I'm talking about like, I'm gonna give you an example. Marquise Brownlee, right? He's got 4 studios, gear. Yes, he talked about the latest tech, phones, you name it, microphones, you name it. The batteries, cars, you name it. He's got 14 million. He's probably got more millions than me. 16 million or something like that right now. Because this dude, when he does content, when he comes back or pre-records, his views go up automatically, right? After he drops it. But when he goes back, people still subscribing to him. So he's on all over platforms. I think the Spirit needs to do all that. That's just my suggestion. I think the Brain Trust should be a great outlet for that, but fortunately, it failed to do that. I hate to say it because this is me. That's what I think of it. it could have been better if they add the gear aspect of it. Because the gear aspect, what I mean, it's not about the entertainment. We're talking about if you want to be really serious, put it in the broadcast podcast. And when you talk about politics, show your shit. Compete against the guys like, like Alex Jones and shit on the internet. If you want to be the counter argument. But apparently YouTube censors everybody. So this is like a censored website. So basically you got to work around that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Soul and Black again. I'm going to check out Rumble. I might check it out this weekend and see if I like it or not, just to spread out, the content, whatever. But what I'm looking at, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Because what you have here is you're dealing with it, right? What you have is you got people trying to find decent content. It could be tech, it could be anything. But what I've noticed, you can't get upset with it. So apparently, I don't understand that when people talk about it so much, I just ain't got no issues with it. But it's one of those things that they could have came together on. What I've noticed in his old streams, that's what they was talking about. But he was talking about the entertainment aspect of it. Some people was talking about politics. But if they came together, you can have both. You can have 1 minute, you can have a small entertainment sector of it. Then you have the serious part of it, mix it together. But if you want to do a news, you got to compete with it. What's going on, VA? Salute. But that's what I've been saying. I've been saying this the whole time. But the gear aspect matters, man. If you're competing against sportscasters and people dealing with type of gear and tech, because tech is king right now. We get blockchain and everything else, but we want that high grade internet. That's what we really look for out of this pandemic and things like that. But we'll see what next year is going to bring, because this year they're doing it now, but this coming up next year, people ain't really ready. So we just came out of COVID. So everybody's speeding up and trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up old streams that they did last year, what he was talking about. So that right there is a plus. But when you talk about chat room wars, people in the chat will say ridiculous stuff all the time. But what I mean by that is, I'm guilty of it too, because I did it last year and learning. Even though I've been in these spaces a lot longer. I came from the pre-record, like in 1.0, supported Wacky World and those guys like that. Excuse me. What I noticed, I don't trip off this stuff. And it's a big deal. And I know people love my boy Kuda a lot, but Kuda needs a break. He's not worried about anything. And, I'm not even on the panel like that. So, people trying to say he's got like that open, but my dude, I'm doing the stream, so I can't wait. Yeah, he's doing it a long time. So, yeah, I'm doing it on my stuff right now. Too many niggas use YouTube for that 13th grade shit. Yeah, it's a lot. But I think people just need to just look at the future of what these streams is going to be. I think the streams is very telling. People get into it and they stop doing what they're doing. So you get into it, you just be like, yeah, that's what that chat room war shit's about. Yeah. He said, that's what that chat room war shit is about. Yep. A lot of it's that. It's a combination of a lot of things. I can go even further. If you have debates, they really get emotional when they come after you, man. Man, I love it. Like, to me, it don't even bother me at all. Yeah, it's been an hour for me. Shit. Talk this right now. But yeah, man, because I've seen people talk about things and just look at it, Let me do this real quick. Copy. Yeah. And I'm just like, up here. I did it. But you know, I'm gonna do something real quick. And I mean, the chat room wars is kind of crazy. And I'm just gonna put it right here. So you know, and all I'm gonna say is like, yeah, man, they over here have their little battles with people. It can be serious or non-serious topics, but people just there to troll. Some people troll for different reasons. It's levels to it. I think Beasley, me and talked about it prior. I think early in April, something like that, on streams and things like that. And then when I started doing content, I started noticing people was on that type of time, because you don't know what people be on that type of time for. Some people was on different type of time. They just want to just come at it. They come at it hard, and they just want to hit you hard. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. And I'm not even worried about it at this point. So when you get into conflicts with people and arguments in the chat, they just trying to derail the conversation. Sometimes people jump on the panels. I'll talk about that Saturday, because I'm gonna break down why they do that. See, the chats, they'll say everything. What I've noticed, people talking in speech patterns. So you do what you got to do. So.
Can you hear me? What's going on, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, what's the basic topic? You talking about like people beefing in chat rooms and shit on here? What you talking about?
It's a combination of, I would say, it's that people stirring up strifes, like these so-called fake internet beefs. It's kind of funny to me. It's hilarious. They not talk about how people think in the chats, but when they get on the panel, they talk different. But it's understandable. I
Bro,
mean, we're
okay.
all guilty of it.
Can I ask you real quick? What's up with these YouTube, like, what do I call them? These wannabe war chief ass niggas or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas wanna dictate what panels you go on and what you say, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're on my team, goddamn it, you're supposed to think like this and all that. Like, what the fuck is up with these? And then when they do streams, you must agree with them. If you disagree with them at all, like, the mods are just jumping on you, calling you all kinds of trolls and shit. You know what I'm saying? You getting silenced. I mean, there's just a lot of that bitch ass shit going on in this manosphere where I hear a lot of dudes saying that they value Discord. So I'm hearing a lot of bullshit.
And that's what I'm talking about. And they do this a lot. And a lot of that is just, they can't agree to disagree. It could be on topics like that, what you just say, VA, because I think it's real sad, though. You know, you just can't come to the center with it. And a lot of it is, it's just control, you know, and they're usually the ones that's wrong. And I think I talked this a lot on I think on Kuda's panel. It's the same shit I see all the time. In the chat room, the audience is the problem too, because they think like they're a content creator, like they cult leader. And it's real sad
Oh
too,
yeah.
because yeah, and it gets very sickening. And you know, sometimes you gotta be careful who you watch, man. You gotta analyze and call that shit out, man, because that stuff don't get you nowhere. It just don't.
Yeah, there's a
Not in
lot
the
of that
long run.
cult shit going on out here, man. That's crazy, man. There's a lot of these needle daddy ass niggas out here calling niggas all kind of. Well, look, I'm not gonna say that because it's gonna be obvious who I'm talking about. Now, I'm not one to name names, by the way, because I'm not trying to start shit. You know what I mean? I'm focused. My thing here is I'm here to call out these fake ass I'm here to call out people like Anthony Bryan Logan, Brandon Tatum, niggas like that. That's really my main focus. Um, you know, people like Angry Man too. I think he's a fake ass conservative. I think there's a lot of fake ass conservative. Trey NBD, shout out to that nigga. He's a fake ass conservative. Now, I don't know what you are necessarily. Like, what would you identify yourself as, Obed?
I'm more into the center right, but you know, I'm more into that. But you know, that's my personal belief. But 9 out of 10, I'll be on conservative of things. But you know, but everybody's got their own version. I think Ty City, he's got his. I think he's a, what you call a hood conservative and things like that. But you know, but everybody's different. I've noticed that too. But you
I
got
need
some.
niggas to explain what the fuck a hood conservative is, because with all due respect, you're supposed to be hood and street, but these Republicans are the ones popping up with these prisons all over the place. Like they're the main ones getting funded in the private prison. So how
Well,
the fuck do
the hood
thugs can
conservative
lead with Republicans?
the hood conservative thing, that's on the Fenty City for a moment. That's his thing. And I think David and Trey took that identity. He has a string called him. He said those guys are pookies. They took his ideology. And I forget what Ty C how he broke it
But
down.
but
And
but
it's pretty simple
Republicans
though.
like locking up pookies, and Democrats do too. But it's like, how the fuck are these niggas
Yeah.
who are little Republicans? But the Republicans are the main ones being funded by private prisons. What the fuck are these niggas?
But no, that was his thing last year. I think he came up with that concept. And I thought it was interesting. People asked him that on, I think, the Brain Trust, but they got it from Ty City though. That was his, but they wouldn't dare go against him. I mean, you may challenge him on that, but he'll tell you. But yeah, he's a conservative. That's all it is. It's just another name for conservatism, because conservatism today, it ain't what it used to be. I would say over decades ago. It ain't. It lost its meaning, because that's why you got people will latch on to it, but they ain't really about it. But then you got some that's on the left ain't really about. It's a mess. That's why I don't get into domestic politics like that, because a lot of people they use these terms and ain't really about it in practice. I'm talking about actually practicing, not just the voting, but actually doing something. Because
Oh,
you got to
I agree.
actually, yeah, you got to put in the work. That's the thing. And I think you got brothers take it way too serious, and they just don't really practice it. They'll vote for some things, they accidentally vote for another party, and when they keep doing it, but it's a pattern, because this country is designed like that. If you're really conservative, you got to
So
show
would
me.
you consider yourself red pill? Like how do you feel about red pill shit? Like MGTOW,
Oh,
SYSBM, and all that.
I've been red pill. I don't subscribe to those ideologies, but I'm more of a manosphere red pill. But I understand MGTOW and SYSBM concepts. They did some good work, but you got a lot of fake MGTOWs running around here too, except for new. But there's a lot of fake ones on both sides. I've noticed they just latch on to this. I think I did a string called Purple Paradise, and that broke it down to me very clear what they think. Because sometimes they don't stick on messages; they double talk, just like you see in politics. They double talk, and that's what
New
I
is
see a lot.
MGTOW? New is
Yeah, he's
MGTOW?
MGTOW. Yeah, he's MGTOW. He comes from the
New, who
old MGTOW. Yeah, yeah, he
okay,
is.
new. Who start or what if you can tell me from my understanding, I need you guys to clarify for me. From my understanding, Barbarossa started. It was Barbarossa and Stardust that started MGTOW.
Yeah, they started it, but they came from a group called Wall of Silence. And that was back in 1.0. See, Wall of Silence, Soul and Black, that was his group. But then
Yeah,
Barbarossa
I
wanted to
know
create
about
his
that
own
guy
thing.
too.
Yeah. Him and Stardust were students under him. But when they decided they want to create a group called MGTOW, they came from MRA, and then MRA was about somewhat a family. They red pill, in a different way, but MGTOW was a little different. It fought against feminism. That's what the main purpose it was. Similar to Wall of Silence. See, Wall of Silence wasn't no joke, but MGTOW was just some another levels type shit. It lasted for like a good 5 years, and I think 2015, that's when they peaked. And you don't hear much about them. I think Fasten asked me what happened to it. Well, you see the censorship. They're on TikTok right now, falling off. They in
Nah,
other places.
I can't, bro.
I mean,
Here's my thing with the MGTOW thing, bro. I think a lot. I think we need to acknowledge that it has been infected by these white supremacist types.
yeah, it's been like that. No, it's been like that. I mean, it's a split. That's part of it. But I'm saying they falling off. They don't exist anymore. They on TikTok showing their ass off there, and they're not even serious like they were. The MGTOWs I've seen, the white ones, they falling off. The black ones, they kind of, when Barbarossa left, they kind of stepped in. I think Zero mentioned that in the old stream. And the problem with that is a lot of dudes weren't messing with it back in those days, and especially black men at that time, because MGTOW was like fairly new to them. In 2012, that's when they really had their rise. I'm just saying they've been consistent for like 5 years, but they've done. So yeah, SYSBM, that was created by what's his name? Mad Bus Driver. He don't even mess with the manosphere like that. I think Kuda told me best. He messed with a few people in his circle that's SYSBM, but the manosphere dudes, no, he don't mess with them like that. They try to latch on
I
to his
mean, bro,
group.
like what's up? I mean, like I tried it. I really tried, dude, to watch news content. And this is not gossip because I say this when I'm in his streams. He does streams. I ask him like, dude, what's up with the helmets and shit, bro? Like, what? I mean, he
The
kind of.
talking points. Oh yeah, they stole that. They trying to be like Zero, man. That's all it
No, no,
is. I
no.
know what they're doing.
I'm talking about the guy, Mad Bus Driver, like the helmet. What's up with the fucking Crusader
Oh,
helmet
the
and shit?
Templar, the Templar helmet. Oh, that's his iconic helmet, man. That's his group. SYSBM. You got the originals, except for the other two individuals. I think Trey and the other ones we ain't gonna name, but they were the ones new to it. But the ones I seen, I think Aaron Fountain broke this down. Like those are the originals that he go against, but they're red pill, but they're not part of the sphere like that. I'm trying to tell you, they do business outside. They actually travel. That's why you don't see them online as much, especially on YouTube. They got Patreons, they got things like that. What's his name? Talking Templar or something like that. Like that. He's part of that. It's so many. But the I'm talking about the leaders of it, and then the followers, of course, they support it. But you got some deal with manosphere and some that don't. Most of them that don't, because you don't see them in the chat rooms like that. But I do respect what they're doing. You know, they're more consistent than MGTOW because they have a structural group. You know, they don't allow politics in there. They're more apolitical. That's where you don't see them in Manosphere because Manosphere deals
Gotcha.
with politics a little bit. Yeah, that's why Mad Bus Driver is the real deal.
I mean,
We have to
I just needed some clarification. Like, is it just a theme kind of thing, or is it okay if it's like a character kind of thing? But I thought maybe the dude was just like
No, it's a
thinking he's
combination.
actually a
I think
fucking
it.
crusader and shit.
No, I think it's no, it's protection, identity. Somebody mentioned this before. He used a puppet. He used a black hood. You barely see his face. It's for protection. He don't want to get doxxed, and I
Gotcha.
understand. Yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things. Okay, we have to be honest, really say what we stand on, like the list or some manosphere poll. But how could you get everyone in the manosphere to vote on something like a live stream showing numbers? Well, dig is a lot complicated than that. I mean, people do stand on stuff. It's like I said, you can't lump in these groups. These groups are red pill, yes, but they're not manosphere type groups. They talk about it, but you don't see them in chat rooms and things like that. But the thing is, you just got to look at it from how they produce their content, you know, because a lot of dudes got their own lives, man. They ain't got time to be on panels debating about certain things or relationships as they detour, you know, because every man's different. Because a lot of men is looking for enlightenment, some's looking for relationships, some is doing group settings like travel. You got dudes that are supportive of SYSPN or members of it, because you got to be careful. See, MGTOW wasn't really about that. It was about the ideology, you know, and I think BGS preaches that a lot. You know, that's his thing. So the politics is just a whole nother game, you know. That's when people get divided on things. I've noticed that in each group because they don't talk about it as much, especially them white ones. So, you know, I don't even worry about MGTOW or SYSBM because I don't even bother them like that. I ain't scared of them. No way. No, I'm here to help others to see how to get right in this space, learn what you need to know, and then produce it out on the street, you know, get the
Man, it
knowledge
sounds
and
like y'all
learn.
niggas gang banging over here for real, man. It's like niggas out here throwing sets up over here, flying them colors, man, doing crip walking, all these acronyms and groups and cliques and all this. I mean, what happened to just focusing on basic shit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know how it is. I mean, when we do something as a people, it's gonna be clicks and stuff, and it's sad.
Yeah,
It could be over something small, and it could be a simple argument that can be fixed, but it ain't that simple because people want that competitive drive, man. Like that's when people start looking at you sideways and things like that. But it's no diss to those guys in those groups. So that's their thing. I don't join no groups. I stand alone on myself. But what I've noticed, they just love to produce that type of content. But you know, they ain't bothering me. They have their own little thing because that's like, well, damn, you can't even join their little chats and things like that, you know. But you
well,
know, the
you better
manosphere,
agree with everything they say. You better agree
in a
with.
way, anything, yeah, it's like that. But you know what it is? It's a cult like following. I mean, if I did a poll like which groups do you favor the most, some people just don't care for MGTOW. I mean, to be honest with you, that I don't think they really care for it. because MGTOW had his chance. It's SYSBM's turn because now they getting challenged on the tricking argument, which is kind of funny to me. But I get it. I get it because the prostitution thing and the sting offs, they should speak on that more. I wish they would so they can clear the air. Because a lot of people, they get nervous about it. And I have no issue with him. Not mad bus driver because I know he don't mess with the sphere like that. He respects it. We're all red pill. He just don't get into it as much. So thank God he doesn't dictate what people to go in spaces. He said, "You over there, I'm over here. We're good. Just don't mess with my little program." And that's what that type of time they on. Yeah, all
And
groups ain't that
he
bad.
seems like a cool guy. Mad Bus Driver seems like a cool guy. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I heard he. I think he trademarked SYSBM. If he hasn't,
Mm-hmm.
I hope he did. He did. Okay, good.
He been trademarked. That's what I was trying to tell you. He
That's
don't
cool.
mess with the spirit like that. Yeah, he don't mess with guys like that. That's part of it. He tell them, look, don't bring that stuff into his group. That get them tainted. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't know what they be doing over there. He said, manosphere polls don't really mean anything. Yeah, exactly. It don't really mean anything. It's a joke at this point because everybody's got different beliefs, what they talk about. I try not to get emotional about it. And I had to learn that last year and this year about it. I said, damn. Oh, my fault. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, hey man, let me jump off. I gotta get ready for X's stream coming up, man. But hey man, appreciate you letting me on, man, and salute you, man. Shout out to brother
All right.
Shaka, man. Everybody, please like the stream, and I'll holler at you later, man.
All right, peace.
How often do you just randomly do it, or how do you? I mean, how often do you?
I sometimes mine's scheduled. Sometimes I do self live streams, and then I think I usually I got one this weekend, talk about how to keep the content to be consistent. I'll do that this coming up weekend because I know people is probably busy this Sunday because of the playoffs and things like that. But I stream whenever. But I have another one about existentialism, talk about a little nihilism.
Niggas gonna watch the motherfucking playoffs, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Niggas gonna
I
watch
know.
the playoffs. Anyway, man,
Yes.
salute, man. I'm out, man.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. That's the thing, man. Yeah. When you got groups like that, man, like we just talked about it, like Kuda said, man, they don't mess with the space like that. I wouldn't do a poll either. Yeah, he's gone now, new. But yeah, I got my viewership. I got people. I had 10 people in the box. Again, that's like 3 times in a row. I ain't worried about the numbers and viewers. But yeah. I know Kuda's streaming. I know this one's gonna be up. I'm on my phone, y'all. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. But yeah. I see what time it is. He said peace and glory. All right now. But yeah. Chat room wars again. We got madness in the building. But when you look at it, the chat doesn't even bother me. Like they'll call y'all types of names, man. But see, this year I have the most fun. I have never had this much fun since probably last year because I think we was focused on politics. What's the name? Biden and Trump. That kind of derailed us a little bit, right? For me, I don't even care at this point. I'm just laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those dudes like saying, "Hey, you got to believe like I believe, and I got to be properly conservative." I might have to make a stream on that about actual proper conservatism. People can debate me on it, whatever. It's cool. But I gotta ask, why? You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I did the right thing in March. And I'm glad I don't regret it because I'm glad I'm coming back doing content again. I think Kuda said, "You coming out of retirement?" I said, "Yeah, I have to." Because these niggas is crazy. And I can't wait till news starts streaming, man. We're gonna talk about this stuff. I mean, it's funny. And I try to observe. I'm an observer too. I ain't trying to just be saying to be saying. I was, oh, you gotta believe like I gotta believe. Let's talk about game versus non-game. Silly shit by a little boy named Hammer. Little Hammer. I'm gonna call him Little Hammer from now on. Little Hammer, Little Hammer. You done fucked up the spear. A zillennial. Great. They let this man lie about his viewership. I done seen it all, man. But y'all love this man. Like y'all love him. Like, what is it? But yeah, I'm not even mad, but it's just it's just one of those things, man. Like, I don't know. I know X has got a stream, but this is like an hour stream. I think I had VA and things like that. But yeah, man, chat room wars, man. I mean, this is one of those streams I'm gonna do an hour. I may go over, and I don't know, man, because I know Kuda's doing his thing and he's talking. Damn, he losing viewership. Oh my God, Kuda, what the hell you doing? He just passing through. Passing through. And it's Thursday night too. God damn. I know people watching the game and stuff like that. They got Just DeAndre, Brownsburg. Yeah, man, I'll come through, but I'm gonna switch something for a minute. We'll see what I'm gonna get into. StreamYard. Yeah, man. In the studio. Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure that out as well. Yeah. Man, I was trying to figure out the same thing. They trying to figure out. I'll just have to email you when I go live. I just scheduled a stream to see if you write quick. Yeah. No polls, fair enough. But I'm curious about the comments we stand on most. It's highlights by byproducts of the culture. It's like identify bird species. You get the basic attributes first. Yeah, a lot of stuff that we stand on, Dig, it's really ridiculous at this point. Because one minute you can say you stand on stuff, it gets one of those moments. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's just one of those things. So, and that's just part of it. Yeah, I switched it off my phone, so only my phone charged and all that. I was doing that. And shouts out to my boy again, the Kuda King, the Kuda King. Let's get this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. I mean, we over here tripping about things like that and that nature. So, yeah. Got Dig up in here. Because I know people want to do a round two, but you know what I mean? I mean, I know I'm watching the game as well, so and that's it. But yeah. I mean, I had everybody up in here. Hold on. Had Sir Anthony, had China White, had DS1, third Ward, American Negro, Sexy Red, shit, Tone Malone. Salute to y'all that came through. Yeah. Back to the chat room wars thing. Like, I'm just like, this is getting wild, man. This is getting wild. I really have to look at this stuff. But
I'm gonna tell you what I talked about. And now since I'm on the my stream that I was on, right? I was watching this stuff over here. Let me get on my computer for a minute because I got tired of the phone, and normally I do that since I got StreamYards and things like that. But let me click one quick. Let me look at this real quick. Okay. My community tab. My community tab. And I'm gonna share this stream. I mean screen. Because we're gonna get into it. I'm thinking about getting a quad mic. That's what I'm thinking about. Quadcaster mic. I was looking that up last night. I said, damn, I like this. So okay, right here. This is a instant classic. JX, they trying to tell us to subscribe. That was a year ago. It was a fun panel. I was watching that all day today on my on this Chromebook. And I did watch the Saturday night pull up when he did the Mo 1 soundbite. It was recorded on this stream. And that's a good stream. I shared Melody's video, and oh boy. And shouts out to Ty City for sending some subscribers on my way. I salute him for that. So the master teacher, the one master teacher stream, that classic with Janae and Jessica X. Watch the stream if y'all can. It explains what I've seen from individuals that was cool with Cuda and they left, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, man. I'm gonna check out what I got here because you got what you got. Ridiculous, yes. However, can this ridiculousness be being broken down into the smallest axiom? I predict that some white guy is going to take all of this illustrated genome of the black male mindset. Oh, you dig? They already done that shit right now. So it's at to the point that these dudes are so dumb. They've been finessing. They playing around here. They playing around here. And don't get me started how weak these dudes are, man. And yeah, man, it's gonna get to a point. And I know people just want to be seen at the moment. And yeah, it's very ridiculous. But let's look at the content. Okay, I got views. Oh, I got 16 likes. Great. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm on fire. Let's see what type of streams I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about existentialism on the 17th. I think I got some links. I'm gonna find some links about it. I'm gonna do some research, probably the Sunday or Saturday, because that's what we're gonna do here. So let me look at my channel studio. Hold on. I think I got background noise. Hold on. Yeah. I'm good now. But yeah. Let's see what I'm looking at right here. Okay. It says how to maintain content control and long-term results. I might have to do this on my I'll say what time I have it on. It's 8:05. Yeah, it's 8:05. That's an 8:05 stream. And we'll see what I can do. Let's see what I'm gonna schedule. I'm gonna schedule something on a stream like this, StreamYards. What's the other one? The other one is at 3:10. That's on the 17th, 3:10. That's at 3. I might have to make another stream. I want to talk about a little something. And I'm just gonna say, wow. wow, you know, how to maintain content. I want to show my old shit versus my new stuff and then explain. Appreciate y'all subscribing. Please share the stream. Yeah, I'm getting views already. But yeah, when you start getting subscribers, man, you got these type of numbers, you be all right. But that's what it's about. I'm taking my time, but I'll get there. I'll get the microphone and everything. So might have to get the Quadcast, HyperX Quadcast mic. I want to try that. I want to invest in that. But I didn't mean to show y'all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, I watched the series on TV long time ago. I forgot the name of it. The narrator was already describing us as a nihilist or individuals compared to other groups. Yeah. I talk a little bit of nihilism. Oh shit, I got a lot of echo. Hold on. And you just have what you have. But I talk a little bit of it as well. But the nihilism part is just crazy at this moment. But yeah. And you just got to get into the flow of it. But I think people just get too emotional and get wrapped up about it. And then what you have here is, people got certain content. But yeah, I talk about it. But some people walk around as nihilists anyway. So and existentialism. I will talk about that on the 17th. We'll find some links. I won't probably get the one with pragmatism too in the argument. And it very kind of similar to nihilism too. It's big in the space, but I'll talk about it. Let me see what's wrong. All right. Yeah. I had to fix something. But sometimes, I had to go in and out. I was in and out. Yeah. Sometimes I got to remove myself from the stream, which is kind of crazy, but the audio should be good. But that's what you got to deal with. But yeah, StreamYard's gonna be laggy sometimes, but I can't wait till they update all this shit just to get in. But yeah. I got 4 people in the box. That's good. 83 playbacks. But okay, he said something in the chat. Okay. I have books on Kierkegaard and Sartori. Okay. On those. Okay, cool. It's good to have books, Dig, man. Hey, get your knowledge up. You be all right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, we here. But you know what I'm saying? But them chat room wars ain't no joke. That's what I talk about, but I'm not even tripping at this point, but I don't know how long Kudu gonna be up. He said he's gonna do a third shift. I'm like, shit. He ain't got no pounds, I know that. But I think they talk about video games. But yeah, the reason I did this stream, man, these chat room wars is like, in general, people get emotional about serious topics. It can be about anything, about money, crypto, you name it. And then when people start trolling in the chat, in the panels in the chat, I'll talk about most of that this weekend about the panel part. This is kind of like a part one of that, how to maintain your content and just be mindful who you have on your panel. Because a lot of people tell you where to go and things like that. If you don't agree with them and stuff, it's BS. And I agree with VA. A lot of that is just cult like following. And what happens is dudes have the same problem and they let the females in. And I won't tell you a secret. It's the music. I mean, Kuda does this all the time. Now he admits it. But the other dudes, it's the Highlander complex and the competition. I try to stay away from those arguments because a lot of dudes is desperate here. The Manosphere was never about PUAism. It was about, just men, their own way, finding their structure in life, have fun about their hobbies. If they choose to get married, that's great. A family structure, we still dominate, society, but I don't think we're dominating society now because feminism is worldwide. But we fight feminism all the time. That's what 1.0 did. But basically, we just keep going and going. But the chat room kind of derails the conversation too, because people get emotional and then read the chat, and what they should not do, because if they do, that hurts the focus of what's going on. Because if you listen to the chat, it messes up your talking points of who you're talking to. You get into these spats with people in the chat. It just really derails you at the end. Because sometimes chat rooms get the best of people when they soft troll you, and then just like Third Ward said, yes, we get under people's skin, but we get an emotion when people get upset. That's what they have to do. I'm still here. Like if y'all want to come up and just chop it up with me, that's cool. But I'm gonna explain what the topic is. But yeah, I don't trip off this stuff. And you get into that motion because I see people just look at it for what it is, And there's certain individuals that don't like me in the chats, and they do that into what VA was saying. I said, I ain't even thinking about those dudes. They showed me their hand a long time ago. How they think and how they function in society. And it's just like the real world, man. Like News says, like a dating app almost. And it is in a way. And we mentioned this many times. And it's sad, Everybody expect to marry them and shit. But you know how it is. But that's how it is. But yeah, News laughing. Was like the original MGTOW as he discovered his wife just to pursue his concepts and to pursue form. Yeah, you can say that. I mean, I think that's what Barbarossa got his teaching from, or Soul in Black. I don't know. That's a good question. They was into that stuff. I think Soul in Black is a Hebrew Israelite. He did that. But that's the thing, man. I've seen dudes come and go. They come and go. So that's just me. And that's what they have it. And they get in these motions and these modes. Yeah, he is. That's who I'm talking about, Soul in Black. But he also he was part of MRA. He had a group called Wall of Silence Online. He's been around the old days. Him and Wacky was cool. He's on Rumble now. Talk about his politics and his stick that he goes by, which is cool. Shouts out to him anyway. He's a legend. Him and Wacky. And Wacky was on Kuda Streams as well. And I saw you in there too, New, in the chat room. He was in the chat room. Same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all been consistent, man. Shit. And Kuda didn't have a lot of music in his old streams that y'all paid attention. He just recently did that. I would say probably the beginning of this year and this whole year, almost half of the year in the summer. So I've been over there. Yeah, I heard that's a pretty good video. I'm thinking about joining over there. I'll probably do it this week and I'll see. Oh, I know you never changed. Yeah, because I've seen in the Kuda stuff in the chat and those people that was cool. I see. I missed out on that side of it. Because basically I'm saying is he's been consistent with it. And that's just what it is, you know. And I'm not even worried about it at this point. Because you got people doing different things and things like that nature. And that's just it. I know people came through and got stuff on the playback and things like that. I know it's an hour stream, but you know, I'm still gonna talk. But yeah. I know people like to be in the chat, which is cool with me. I ain't got no problem. Damn, I got 17 likes. Shit. That's good. Getting some love today. I guess that's subscription. I'm gonna talk about something tomorrow. I don't know about self live stream tomorrow, but I'll see. I might do it tonight. Not tonight, tomorrow night probably. I'll see. Since I feel like it, because I know Art's gonna be online and shit. We'll see. Because what I'm seeing is this is pretty good, man. This is the most views I've had. You know, 62 in the building. You know, I pay attention. You know, but these live streams, I'm getting better. Once I get the mic, I want to see how I sound like. I'm gonna do a test stream. If I get it, I'll be on the move. Yeah, man. Yeah. I know people's doing their thing and that's it. I know it's an hour stream and things like that. But that's just me. So, you know, when you have to do what you have to do in these streams, I'm just like, yeah. So, yeah. And I'll be on fire right now. But you know. But that's just me learning about this format. So yeah. I just got one new subscriber early, but guess what? 3 journeymen on my job know about my channel before I said anything. This ain't just a YouTube thing. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because sometimes people, no, it's not a YouTube thing. It can happen to any platform, man. I'm tell you, new. I've lost a couple of subscribers from YouTube. I lost a couple. They could be trolls, but I gained some last night. I gained some today when I was watching that One Master Teacher. I gained a couple more. So, oh well. I mean, shouts out to the ones that subscribe. Appreciate them. But you know, I'll do some content now because I got something to talk about. But I'm just observing. But I do stream. You know, if it's on my mind, I'll let it off the top, you know, because normally in July, I just do self live streams mostly. The panel streams is just something or topic based. I'm just going to put it in this format at nighttime because I want to stick to the nighttime because that's where it's at. Because the daytime is easy. Anybody can be on those. But at night is where you want to be. But for me, I'm just on fire right now because I know people ain't worried about me over there. So yeah, the chat is very vicious. What I've learned while I was a part of it last year, and then a panelist, then they come at you sideways. You know, yeah, we always observing. That's what I do. I mean, I do this all the time. I'm always watching to see what's going on and pick people apart in their arguments, get under people's skins. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, this year doing this, shit. Hell, I've taken a risk. Fuck it. That's what you got to do, man. So you got to do what you got to do. And yeah. You know, gym chicks and black woman athlete. Oh God. Shango got a strain. My God, he got one. Shangoli. Man, this is something else. Everybody's streaming. Thank goodness. This is a team. Whew. Let me look at my stuff. See who's consistent on here. I'm gonna shout everybody out. Some people want you to kill the stream and do this and that. I'm not gonna do that. Not just yet. I'll do it on 2 hours. People watch. I talk about a stream. I had VA on the panel, but you know, I'm trying to get better. But you know, I can't do Friday streams because you already know, because I'll be over there art and Tuesday night, because a lot of people be streaming around those times. I'm trying to move around. And that's some things I don't do. Cool to be streaming in times that I'll be, you know, I usually pick Wednesdays or the weekends, sometimes Sundays. Friday's a stream that I want to just stick with. Yeah, good. I'll stick to what I know. Let's look at 7. We'll come around and yeah, man, like that's what we got to get into. But we will going to be talking about how to maintain the content, long-term results. I'm going to show my channel how I did it, how I exploded, and just keep it consistent. Study of existentialism, that's like a future video. I have to get right on that one. And yeah. And then I want to talk about the pragmatism of it too, the verses of the two difference. And then I'm just like, okay, talk about a little philosophy there and there. So, you know. Everyone's talking about that Ratchet run. Oh, you talking about Shakar? Yeah, I don't care about her. She's a young kid. Ain't got time for that. Because I soul catch her with this icon right here. You know what I'm saying? Tell her I don't give a shit. She's my soul right now. But you know what I mean? That's what I do up here. You know, I crush souls in life, in death. I don't care about that damn runner. She's useless. I think I put in a link in the chat if y'all want to come up. You know what I'm saying? They talking. Oh, that was funny. But, you know, all it did is just gave him, I'm going to tell you something, Dig. Platt doesn't care. He was trolling them. They fell for it. Like, what's the point? Like, you're hurting yourself. Like, Zero, you cool, but why entertain it? That man still doesn't give a fuck. I try to tell y'all need to leave Platt alone. He's entertained. Let him hurt himself. Everybody don't agree with him. And I already know what his subscriber count looks like on Social Blade. I don't want to show it on my channel because I know he's going to get pissed. He doesn't care. You can tell in his voice he don't care. You know what I mean? Just Dig. I let that go, man. Who cares? Because if y'all buy into that shit, that's entertainment. I don't take this shit seriously. These dudes ain't really about that offline. And Kuda said it. He don't talk about it offline. And it's confirmed. I know exactly what he's doing. I'm not mad at him about it. That's just, hey, if that's your hustle, I'm not going to judge you. You do what the fuck you do. I know how niggas move, man. I know how niggas move. Niggas move different. Well, I gotta have something here to say. I am the game. I am the game. You know, that type of shit. Oh, my video views has gone up. Yeah. Fuck on my, I try to tell you, once I made the content, I came back. I'm back from the depths. It's July right now. Now they discovered me in July. Maybe in the summer, I'm gonna be all right. All right. I don't want to show platinum subscribes on Social Blade. God damn. And he's stuck at the same number. He's stuck at the same number. I know he's a D-, but I'm not gonna get into that. I know he's on Social Blade, but my God, if y'all would have seen it, I would post it on this panel. Oh my God. Y'all be laughing your ass off. So basically, y'all be laughing your ass off. Hold on. I'm gonna see if something wrong. Hold on, I'm gonna step out for a minute. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, I'm just looking at it like this. If you step out of your way, he's gonna keep doing what he's doing. So, you know. Damn, everybody know you. Yeah, they do, man. Even my subscribers diverse, man. They diverse. Yeah, I got some Manosphere people. I would say the pro blacks like the Panthers, the RBG groups, Hebrew Israelites, Moors. Some come from the MSTA. It's a combination, man. Just stick around. I do content on different things, but you got to switch it up every now and then. But sometimes I'm more of in the sphere lately. I'm going back to the roots how I started and just observe the modern conversations because I call this a modern sport right now. I'm just blending in the crowd, watching. It was mostly hood hopping versus suburban hopping. That was funny. They was talking about where they put the goal on the side of the street. Actually, I don't see it as neither one. One claims to be smart. The other side claims to be intelligent, but they're more pookies to me. I hate to say that about them, but they have behaviors. I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying that the attitude. Platt, yeah, but he's more of an enthusiast. I don't take him as a serious game guy. He just do that as a selling point. I don't see that. Platinum is, to me, he's more of he's a guy that likes conflict. He's built for it. That's why I don't take him seriously half the time. A lot of times he's just trolling. Other two, it's a joke to me. It's funny because they fell for it. They fall for it all the time. Now, Zero's a whole troll himself. I agree. He has that suburban vibe. He let that street shit alone. He's kind of like Ramil in a way. And so it's basically like Ramil and everybody else. That's what I see. You talking about the street basketball? Oh yeah, I didn't watch that half of it. I watched the tail end when Platinum checked him with that wedding. That was dumb. They fell for that and then let him get away, and then Zero ended that stream. Oh, he's talking about conservatism and all that. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it takes. But but yeah, I didn't see that part. All I saw was the tail end of it. I was sky watching. They want me to hit that link so bad. I wasn't going for that bullshit. Everybody don't like those two individuals right now. See, it's on their heads right now. I'm gonna let them kill each other. I ain't gonna entertain that shit. I'm gonna stick doing my content and just gonna chop their heads off. I'm gonna get them up out of here. Ain't nobody listening to that bullshit this year or next year because they're gonna be saying something totally different. And don't be surprised they flip on y'all. Cause I'm just here chilling. Kuda is just, it's a hangout. My boy Mace, we're doing it. I'm not even worried about Platinum. Platinum is just for fun, okay? He's just for the strip club. I just like to see niggas act up and act crazy. And my news is what? The Roger Report. I used to call him the Great Reset because when he gets in that women conversation. But I'm going to stick with his other nickname, the Ruthless Nice One. I know he calls himself the Ruthless Nice Guy, right? But yeah, I'm good, man. Like I was in there sky watching that stream with Platt. You act like Platt lost. Platt did not fucking lose, man. He won that. Like they fell for that shit. Platt doesn't care. He be trolling every now and then. Platt doesn't care. He got the numbers. He don't care about no subscribers. He's stuck at the same subscriber spot. I don't know how long. Goddamn. Man, I think he's blacklisted. I think he's shadow banned. My boy Kuda's shadow banned as well. But he's getting subscribers. Me and him's getting subscribers. We still shadow banned too in some places. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I want to see what TVA's talking about. I want to skywatch this shit. But y'all dudes is playing. Oh, he has a conservative thing. That's why he didn't want to stay on too long. He didn't want to stay on too long, so okay. I don't blame him. That's why. Hmm. It's a challenge. I wouldn't call it a competition though. Nah, I wouldn't much. Actually, it ain't a competition. It's a joke. You ask me. I even watched this old head called Baba Rashawn talk about Taz and CG. That was hilarious. Yeah, I mean, that's what they on. They've been talking about it since last year. I don't care what they think. Fuck what they think. It's the same old shit that I don't even care nothing about. Beefing with those guys is a joke at this point. You're hurting your content too, because you're giving them more ammo to troll you. That's the thing. If you don't know how to parlay that shit, leave that shit alone. Like my advice, that doesn't help you long term. It's cool for a while until people get tired of your shit. That's how people lose subscribers. I got tired of that shit last year. They ain't talking about nothing. Same old shit. And they complain about it. Man, fuck out of here. I'm on somewhere else. Did you see any of the thumbnails upcoming streams? Yeah, I seen them. I seen all your upcoming stuff. And I think I set the reminder on. And I think he was trying to work around it. But yeah, man, I'm here. I mean, I pinned the link. Y'all want to come up because I'm good. I got time. It's been 2 hours for me because all I'm saying is just, I can go on and see what y'all, see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got content. I just did a whole series on the Zodiac, but that live stream with Gold Professor, shouts out to him for coming through. He's been a great support. Yeah, man, and people just coming through, man. He's just playing music. And I know Kuda's on that King op shit right now. So yeah. And he's doing it on the phone. I think this is like a second shift type drift, because the third shift he's gonna be in the studio. So we'll see what he's doing at this point. Okay, just seeing if people are getting the notification. I can't come up right now, just listening in. All right, cool. Ain't nothing wrong. Cool. You don't have to come up because I know you always welcome though. But yeah, because we already discussed enough. I mean, I may do streams on existentialism and pragmatism a little bit, go in depth, the pros and cons of it. I might have to do a whole series of it because that's what I'm going to talk about and just going to get into it. But I already covered the utilitarian part of it. I already covered that because I think people pick and choose who they want to see, and I know everybody's on different live streams, and that's great. I'm a required taste. I'm not for everybody. Most of my views come from the playback anyway, and I talk about it. But if they pitch me a stream, if Kuda pitch me a stream, I'll do it. I'll leave it up, and I get in motion, and that's what I do on here. So and if I'm in that motion, I'll talk about it. I'll do a stream. I'll talk about it because I got a channel, and I just say, hey, I'll do it. I'll do it for hours if I wanted to, but I got the cell phone. I'm resourceful. I'm very fucking resourceful. And that's the thing, and you do what you want to do. Because I start this from the cell phone anyway, but I set up the topics and everything. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what time it is. But it's been already 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 20-something seconds. And we're doing good, man. We're doing great so far. So, me talking for 2 hours. Because I know people just like saying, man, you can't go on this long. No, I'm capable. I'm capable. And the ones that came up earlier, I want to shout them out. Tom Malone. Let's see. Renaissance Chick. I like her YouTube short. Thor War came through. Okay. Who else came through? China White. No, she's a new subscriber. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Who else came through? Who else came through? American Negro. He's always welcome. Salute, dude. He always been a cool dude. Sheep Slate Sleep TV. DS1. Good to see you, brother. Sir Anthony. Yes. Who else? Yeah. I'm gonna say, okay, Doug. What's going on? A lot of chips. He's been watching my stuff. Shouts out to you, dude. You're a good dude. I might have to subscribe to you. Let's see what you're talking about. VA, he's over debating on conservatism. The Glorious One, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for coming. Dick Doug, and of course, New. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk for probably till it gets to the 3-hour mark. See who comes through. Yeah. Social Blade, I'm just looking to see what's what. Let's see what Kuda's talking about right now. I know he's live right now. I know he ain't talking. So, I'm just here to my chat room wars and things like that. The first, second gen, he said the main one's Cafe. Yeah, talking about TD and all that. All right. I know people is not gonna be in the streams like a lot like that, so Oh, what are you talking about? This stream. Yeah. Okay. Look at the time, 1 hour, 3 minutes, and okay, I'll check it out. Hold on. I can't do that on here. Okay. Let me look at it for a minute. Let me go to my stream for a minute. I'll look at it for a minute. Past the $40. Oh, you talking about past the $40? You said what? 1 hour and 32 minutes. Oh, Go P. Okay. Yeah, Go P was on there. Yeah, I see you in the chat. I talking about past the $40. Give him a like. He's still talking about this ish. Yeah. The other guy had Sinji talking points, bro. Yeah, it's sad, man. Like, these talking points ain't gonna go away. It's funny. Let me take this phone off the charger. Sorry, 100%. I couldn't do that while I was live streaming. But yeah, man. They had these weak talking points. But you get in here and just do your thing. I'll get back into my original avatar. And that's what's up. I shouted everybody out that came through. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, new don't have to come up. But if anybody, just precaution. But I'm going to say, I'll make some future streams. Just give me a moment. Let me see right quick. I'm just gonna put in the link just in case if we won't talk. I'm gonna stop it right here. If anybody wants to come up, that's cool. If not, wait till the next hour. I'm just gonna cut it off the 3-hour mark because I got time. It's early. I know it's late. I don't know when I'm gonna fire another stream. I think I'm gonna fire another stream this weekend. Now Friday, I don't do Friday streams. If I have to do it in the afternoon, it's not gonna be long. But give me some time. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm off the social blade and stuff like that. Kuda's live right now. Because I know it's not open panel. I think it's the second shift. He's just talking. He's just talking right now. Let me look at world stuff right now. I'm gonna, I know I got a lot to cover. Etruscans. I feel you call it Etruscans or Etruscans, Latin and all that. Blue eyes, green eyes, gray eyes. Oh my God. Little kids. Oh, our genes. Be on top of some bullshit. Hold on. Let me share the screen with y'all. Y'all can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it. Each gene resides a specific location on a chromosome in 2 copies. 1 copy of the gene inherit from each parent. As simplistic example, when 2 Chinese mate, the child will look like Chinese because all the genes are healthy and all the genes are the same. But if the Chinese and a white European mate, the children will look like some combination of the two because the appearance genes are not all the same. Gene copies, however, are not always healthy when the copies of the gene differ from each other, as though deleterious mutation or failure, then it is the heterozygous condition. We call the 2 parts alias or something like that, and then undamaged or unmutated allies dominant, and the organism's appearance and function is normal, but the damage of the allele has no noticeable effect on the organism's appearance, and it's called recessive allele or something like that. Okay, I ain't gonna get into that. As you see this picture where I saw, they got black people with blue eyes, green, and gray, which is interesting. They probably foreign. I don't know if they're African or whatever culture they in. They probably speak a different language. It's a lot of recessive genes. But there's the pictures, the Byzantine traits, and the pictures, the black and white thing. And, we talk about it. That's where I get my old websites, archaeology and things like that. Yeah. This website is it's by a black scholar. You know how it is, people and all that. The man in Central Asia, he's going in. The boy with the blue eyes. This is why I mess with. I'm in this type of history. You know what I'm saying? Do the research. I did it on Kuda's panel once when we was talking about Slug Cherry, and they got pissed off thanks to AC doing damages and shit. Y'all know what this creature is. Capturing the wolf, the Etruscan 5th century BCE with figures of Romulus, Remus added in the 15th century by Antonio Palaiologos or something like that. Antonio. Recent studies suggest that it may be a medieval dating from the 13th century. Yeah, it's one of those Italian and all that, Rome, Romulus and all that. Yeah. Lord. Malta. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Y'all seen this before. I told you that's where I got it from. I told you. That's where I got it from. Yay. Got it from. Yeah, that's where I got it from. I told you what time it is. I told you what time it is. Etruscan statues in early inhabitants of Italy. Etruscans were members of the ancient civilization of Etruria. A country is what is now now is Italy, because Italy is kind of mixed now. But Etruscans, they probably got wiped out a long time ago. Yeah, that's how Italy was founded. Their urban civilization is though to have started well before 800 BCE, but it's the true beginnings that cannot be ascertained because of their literature, especially the Etrusca Disciplina. The Etruscan books of the occult and divination were collected and burned in the 5th century AD. 5th century CE by white Christian elements. Some say the Etruscans were originally Pelagians, other people of Greece. Some say they were Phrygians, migrants from Anatolia, but both of those theories seem to miss the fact that the entire area was inhabited by black people since about 45,000 BCE, when Grimaldi man first entered in Europe. Therefore, there are absolutely no reason why the Etruscans could not have evolved any suit. Okay. Yeah, so they called liver Etruscans, 1870. Yeah, you go into it. You can check this out. You see that I talk about this in my old vids. That's where I all got this from. Oh damn. They got archaeologio. Okay, yeah. I talk about all that. The culture, Etruscans. Ooh, I haven't seen this. Thank God. Y'all see this? See this on the screen? Man. You should do a video on the old Asian afros. Yeah, I will. I might do a piece on it again. But these are the streams that I like doing, like based off my content I used to do. I mean, it's 2 hours in it right now. But yeah, man, I got time to do it. I'll schedule a stream on it. And this is the one I showed in my old vids. Etruscan statue of Apollo from V. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Etruscan head with gold overlay, 700 BCE. Etruscan copy reclined on the lid of the sarcophagus carrier tomb, 800, 500 BCE. They probably could have been Egyptian, traveled up. You may never know. It was a different type of people. Yeah. I might have to do a stream on the Etruscans and talk about certain kingdoms. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You got to start limiting them to 30 minutes history vids. Yeah. I've done that before on my channel, my old stuff. I'll limit to like 30 minutes. Then I will get into a topic. I'll stick with it because I usually do like 50 minutes in until an hour, and then I put two subjects together in 30 minutes and start reading. Some people don't really care for those; they get the meat of it, and then I started to go in, and that's what I'm gonna start doing when I schedule live streams. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick something and just lay it out. So yeah, man. Damn, he's got 9 people in the chat. 11. Damn, they doing Cuda dirty. Woo. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you do. I'm just showing this for now. Yeah. Come mess with me, man. Take these shoes off. Then and now. Some hairstyles never go out of fashion. Yeah. They talk about it. That's the Egyptian. I might do Egypt for a piece. But they talk about some people and all that. But I talk about other cultures too. I'm trying to get away from the Egypt stuff. They got tombs of people. Yeah. Fourth dynasty and things like that. Yeah, Egyptian and all that. Yeah. Those people died off. They ain't no Arabs to me. Hamitic African. And they was not blown off by no Europeans. No, that can be, the structures do fall off over time. That's something you gotta understand. They said the European did this. That's a lie. Sometimes them structures decay. You know, buildings decay. Some people are just dumb. They decay, but you know, even black statues, they do decay. That's just part of life. Some storms can damage structures. Don't care how much you build it. Just like a statue in America, everything decays over time. Y'all people don't know what decaying is. I want to explain why it's decay. It has no proof of people using guns back. There was no guns back then. Come on, man. Stop with the cat when people tell these stories. This is why I don't like Afrocentrics and comedic thinkers. They tell lies all the time, but if you actually meet the people, they actually Africans on those continents. They just spread out. Yeah, that's a whole subject matter I'll get into, but I ain't gonna get in depth into it. I'm just gonna talk about the history and things like that. Okay, the first intermediate period. I'm not gonna get into that. They're getting too graphic right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skim first and all that. Yeah, they're Africans right here. The Middle Kingdom and all that. Oh, this is ancient Egypt. My fault. Damn. What I'm doing. Let me go back home. Yeah, because sometimes they don't show you the Etruscans. Hold on. Let's go with number 2. Let's go. Yeah, I need to do a whole piece on them again because they added some new shit. That's his combination of black. Some were, and they was mixed in by the white Roman. Yeah, there was such things as the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, the dark pictures and things like that. I can go into detail. And Augustus Prima Porta. Yeah, it's a wiki. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that argument. Emperor Valerian. Yeah, Etrusca and all that. Etruscans. I call them Etruscans, Etruscans, Yeah. Trajan or Trajan. Yeah, I showed this on my old vids, man. But not these new things he added. This scholar, he done more research. They did a lot of digging. He said fake bronze of Rome, and I said it fake. It's a lot of controversy. Teach you all this shit. Charlemagne and the Moors, and I talk about that on my channel. Turks. Yeah. Might have to do a piece on it. Yeah. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Hold on. The Sphinx head, I think it goes for the kings and pharaohs. My thoughts on it, it's very realistic. That's the kingdom they ruled. I give them credit. You do what you got to do, and that's just what it is. And that's what I've come in here to just look at. That's one of the things I like. I could talk to you guys about it, but that Sphinx, man, if I ever visit Egypt, I want to touch it, see if it's legal to touch it. But I would love to see the insides of that thing. But it's great architecture. Do you believe it was a Anubis head before? It could be. I mean, they got some inside the pyramids. I mean, it's a lot to uncover. I mean, Anubis head, the pharaohs, they tombs is something else, and it's hard to get into. I know it's got a lot of bugs and scorpions in there and cobwebs. Yet they probably done renovated, but the stuff is still intact. So yeah, there's a lot of thieves in there. A lot of African thieves and Arabs done vandalized the place. But yeah, it could be a Sphinx head. Let's look at this again. Because yeah, we talked a whole hour about chat room wars and things like that, and then we turn into this. I'll add this in the description. I talked about this before. But that's the thing about me. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at it right now. This is a whitenized representation of ancient British woman done on the albinos and studies. Okay, farmers came up from Africa and Middle East, Anatolia, dispense of year. They did not look like this modern mulatto woman. No, they didn't. I see that. This is anthropology argument. It's a little history. Canaanites, Cycla Islanders in Greece. Minoans, yeah, I used to get into them. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it is. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's a 2-hour stream, but only at the 3-hour mark. But and that's what I talk about. And that's just what it is. But yeah. I'm just gonna put this up here and see what's what. And you know, I got a little history on here, Central Asia and all that stuff. Yeah, Minoans, a little the same stuff. Okay. Now we get into Crete, Cretan people. That's what it is. Kamali, man. It's a little arguments about the phenotype. Cretans, Minoans bringing tribes to Egypt, the tomb. Yeah. Thebes, governor of Thebes. Vizar during the reigns of Tutmos III and Amenhotep II, 18th dynasty, circa 1400 BCE. You got that same thing. I talked about this before on my old pre-records. Here we go. Cyprus. That's the Isles. Let's talk about Cyprus. Cyprus is the mythical birthplace of Aphrodite or Adonis and a home of King Cinyras, Turus Pygmalion. The earliest confirmed site of human activity is Atacrymenos, suited on the south coast, indicating the hunter-gatherers were active on the island from around 10,000 BCE, with the settled village communities dating from 8,200 BCE. The arrival, I want to say this, the arrival of the first human correlates with the extinction of the dwarf hippos and the dwarf elephants and the skulls, which gave the rise to the Cyclops myth. Let's see. Cyprus, 600 BCE. Cyprus, 300 BCE. You see the people. As you see, the Cyprian people, they were dark skinned. Water wells discovered by archaeologists in the Western Cyprus are believed to be amongst the oldest in the world, dated at 9,000, 10,000, and 500 BCE. They are said to demonstrate the sophistication of the early settlers and their heightened appreciation for the environment. Remains an 8 months old cat were discovered buried with its owner at the separate Neolithic site in Cyprus, but the grave is estimated to be 9,500 years old, predating ancient Egyptian civilization and pushing back the earliest known feline-human association significantly. Cyprus, 600 BCE, Cyprus jug, 750 BCE. There were several fluxes of the population and settlement, as well as newcomers to the island during the Neolithic age. Although the earthquakes caused the fracture to fall around 3,800 BCE. Several waves of incoming people followed, including some of the Asian Minor, which strengthened the metalworking crafts on the island. Although finds from this time are rare, those finds are high quality later, but the Bronze Age was heralded by the arrival of more Anatolians who came to the island around 2,400 BCE. Okay, limestone statue of the Temple Boy, 400 BCE. Cyprus, statuette of the boy holding the Darien, 400 BCE. Okay, he's holding it. And that's the early pieces, and they're showing you, you know, that. They're showing you the fake ones. There's the real ones. But yeah. There's the Minoans. The Pelagians or Phalasians or something like that. This is where you get into the meat of it. They're the Greeks. The real stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see this. So, you know. Let's go on, Tampa. You got to do a series on the Bible. I might, with this history stuff, I might, because I think I'm gonna do a piece on it. You know, I'm break it down. Since I'm a Hebrew Israelite, I deal with the Torah, so it's a little it's a little tricky because in the space I know they're non-believers anyway. They're nihilists, so I might do a piece on it, on the history of it with this site alone. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait to the 3 hour mark and I'll end it. Yeah. UFOs, my view is they're just identifying objects. Some people believe they're aliens or angels. I think years ago we used to call them chariots. Like they coming to the last days. I think 2012 they said it was gonna be like the end of the world. Then they said something about the end times and around this period, what we see now in the corona and the plague and all that stuff. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It ain't nothing serious. When I was a kid, I thought they were aliens, but now it can be questionable because I don't know what they are. It could be angels, it could be anything. But I ain't gonna get into it. Yeah, he said, "Yep." That's my thoughts on it. I ain't gonna get in deep in that because most people get scared when I talk about it. But I have 105 playbacks. God damn, that's a lot of hours. I'm doing it. But yeah, I'll keep this up. I started at 7:25. It's 10:12 right now. So I did like 2 hours. Because I don't usually do streams like that. I'm just showing you that this is some of the stuff I can talk about because I did pre-records on this. I didn't go in depth to it because it's a lot of depiction of it. And it's a lot of history. Let's talk about that. This is around the same period. Egypt is deep, but you got a lot of stuff here, and I show pictures like this too. Cyprus and yeah, man. Minoans culture, Eurasian invasion, Cyprus pre-600 and 600 BCE. Sometime around 1200 BCE, the white invaders from Central Asia, who had 300 years earlier conquered the Black civilization in Eastern Europe, invaded the Aegean area. The cause of the massive migration south and west is completely unknown, but these people of the Eurasian plains were originally nomadic hunter-gatherers. The horse had been domesticated by them and was their main mode of transportation. They did not yet know writing, so we do not know what their previous history was. In this valley, they will be known as the Aryans. In Elam, they will be known as the Parthenians and the Scythians, and also the Aryans. In China, they will be known as the Zhou. The Anatolia, they will be known as the Dorians, Ionians, and the Turks. And in the mainland of Europe, they will be well known as the Hellenes. Dorians, Ionians, Latin, a slave, means Slavs or Slavic people, Germans, as well as many other subgroups with other names. Yeah, that's what these people come from, the darker skinned people. As mentioned above, in early West, white invaders had spent about 300 years in Eastern Europe, mixing with the indigenous blacks there. So there is a possibility that these people were already a mixed race people when they arrived in the Aegean area, relief from the Persian capital of the Persepolis, and shows them to be curly-haired people, suggesting that they were mixed. They were mixed race, but they may have happened in Europe during the intervening 400 years. Persians depict white people with completely straight hair, but the Persian relief do bring into question the thousands upon thousands of Greek busts from classical period. All of the most perfect looking pure white people, but these busts, though being the same person at the same age, looking nothing alike. Bust Alexandria and Cleopatra completely immediately to mind. It seems as though that the later artists were more interested in portraying the pure white nature of the ancient Hellenes and welcoming to it, and rather being the true appearance of the subject person. One can only wonder what happened to these perfect creatures as they only exist today, with great assistance on television and the movies. Ionian Persian relief, Apadana, 500 BCE, Hellenia, Persian relief, Apadana, 500 BCE. Okay, two different groups. Yeah, I think I did pieces on these. I'm not gonna get into it. Yeah, I did pieces on these. Greek mythology. Yeah, I did pieces on these. Connell the General. Yeah, they added that. That's new. That wasn't there years ago. They add some of these. He did some more research. Yeah, he went in. Defeated the sea soldiers, the sea people's soldiers. Yeah, the sea people. They defeated them. That's what the Egyptians depict them. They defeated the Japhites. I talked about that. The sea people, descendants of Japhet. Watch that old classic that y'all got. But yeah, these are Japhites. The original Japhites were black. I talked about that. I got in trouble with that years ago on my old channel, and I tried to broadcast it. And this is my type of lane I went in. So you know how it is. Yeah. So I'm going in today. So I'm gonna do a last piece, and then I'm gonna get into the other parts of the history as well. So I'm gonna take my shoes off for this. Sea people. With the existence of sea people, the Eurasian invaders are now in a quandary. They're taking it, but they don't know how to use it or maintain it. After all, there are still illiterate nomads. There follows a period known as the Greek Dark Ages. The convention and time frame for this period is from 1200 to 750 BCE. By the end of this period, Greeks seem to have figured things out. They emerge as black, white, and mulatto society, and the whites apparently have continued their expansion. Greece, 500 BCE. You see the little picture. Real ancient Greek sculpture. That's what they say. The originals. They show pictures of them. I talked about that on my old pre-records, and you see the Greek charioteer, Greek head of Senials, 400 BCE. Yeah, I talked about this on my old channel. Oh, they added this. He had a lot of pictures saved on the horse. Yeah. Jock Artemisian Greek, circa 150 BCE. Yeah. They added these later on. They could be Hellenists or Greek people, painted bronze, Alexandria, circa 200 BCE. Yes, it's a lot of history unfold. Greek god Apollo. Then you got the fake bronze. This right here is the original. Greek name Minimum. He's popular. You see him on my old pre-records when I talk to him. Said to be 2nd century. This is the one right here. Don't get confused with this site. The fake bronze they showed you right here. This is fake bronze. And there's a purple line right here. This is the real one. Right here. Greek, yeah, show him. The black, yeah. See, they add the coins later. The update. The Barbados penny. Yeah. I think I showed this as well. Yeah, I showed this as well. Cycrocephantine, yeah. Made of gold, ivory. It's a pretty statue. Is that a man or a woman? Ancient Greece, most prominent fragments, several plates, black fashion. I'll let you look at this right here. Yeah. Something else, man. And and get you up in here. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this up, but and that's it. So I did one, and I'm just gonna show you right quick. But yeah, this is the type of stuff I was into on my old channel and things like that. But I'm gonna talk about the rest of it tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but a Saturday this weekend. Tomorrow I might do a self live stream. Might be in the nighttime because you know how people get in these emotions, and people get trigger happy and things like that. So you know how that goes. And I'm just like, okay, dude. Okay, because I know people who's in it. And I know people are tired of doing this stuff, but let me look at my old videos and stuff. And I got videos for days, boy. I got old content. I act like I'm doing this shit. Yeah, look at my old shit. I've done this, man. I do this, man. I was young then. Yeah, I do this. Newest. Yeah, I do this shit. Okay, let's see what we got here. What we talking about? So, let me get into this right now. Yeah, this charge degenerates like wood. They added. Look at these pictures. Yeah, that's the whole website. Yeah, I think that's a female. It's pretty. Yeah. They try and compare it to the Egyptian. Look at this. Tuka King Tut, 1323 BC. I mean, okay, the Egyptians also did it. Yeah, with the gold with him. Boy King, he was killed. He was killed at a young age. He was assassinated. Some people don't know if he was assassinated or killed himself. I don't know. His death is a mystery. I'm going to tell you that. I'm just going to say it like that. His death is a mystery. His father is Amenhotep IV. Akhenaten, some people call him Akhenaten, or it's really pronounced Agnaten or Aten. It's pronounced the Aten. That's like their god, the sun god, or something like that. I'll get into him in the near future, but you know how it is. Yeah, man. But you know how it is. You know how people get. But got 78 views. Damn. Already. But you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you gotta do. Appreciate y'all. 70 viewership. Yeah, man. Nice playback. I had a decent stream. So yeah, I'm just gonna look at this for now. I know people is not looking at it, but you know, and Charlemagne and Holy Roman Empire, I showed you all that. So this is the last piece. Hold on. Oh, it ain't 3 hours yet. Okay, good. I'm gonna show you something else. Yeah, this is, I used to do this. I used to put them in parts when I had my old computer, but I don't have it. I'm on the Chromebook, so yeah, I know people just laughing. I know y'all saw that. I know y'all saw this. I know it's funny, but you know, some people are mad about that. Thailand, Cambodia. I can go in on this all day if I wanted to, but I choose not to because I already did pieces on it. The Genghis Khan, and so I can go in Eastern Europe. I did that already. Anatolia. Might do a piece on Anatolia. Might do a piece on that. So, you know, all on this website. I can do a whole stream on that of Anatolia and all that. Shouts out to the brother that did that website, man. It's legit. It's legitimate. So, you know, that's what I deal with. Yeah. So everybody that came through, I done shout you out. Appreciate it, Tampa, for pulling up. Last one to pull up. Everybody came through. So I'm gonna knock this stream down. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom.